We are back from the world-famous Marina Bay Sands as FIBA 3x3 has returned to Singapore for the 2022 Asia Cup. We've reached the fifth and final day of action, y'all, here in the Lion City. We're going to find out who's going to show the heart of a Lion en route to a gold medal. That is what is at stake today. That is a look at the business district, one of the many eye-catching angles that this city provides for you, this country provides for you, just off the Singapore River. Of course, between the business district and the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel. We are at the Marina Bay Sands Event Plaza. The weather is beautiful, lovely, outstanding. As we give you another look at the skyline, the wonderful Louis Vuitton store right there. We're right off the bay here for this fifth edition of the Asia Cup. And today we are going to hand out some medals, y'all. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice in your ear. We're going to get all into it in a moment. But before we go any further, how about a little rule refresher on the game of 3x3?
Welcome to the world of 3x3, baby. It's an exciting new brand of basketball. You got two teams of 3 players on the court, and you got 1 player sitting on the bench here with me. Playing on the half court with 1 rim. With the official 3x3 basketball made especially for the fast-paced outdoor game. The first team with 21 points is your winner, or the team with the most points after 10 minutes. You have just 12 seconds on the shot clock, and the clock is ticking, baby. Anything inside the arc is worth 1 point, while anything outside the arc is worth 2. Woo! That's how I do, baby. And once you score, the ball doesn't stop. Offense turns to defense just like that. It's a 10-minute sprint.
Yes, indeed, a marathon of 10-minute sprints again as we have reached the 5th and final day of play. 3x3 is played on half court. You know the drill. 12-second shot clocks puts this game into hyperdrive, and a 10-minute sprint to 21. No coaches. Every player on the court has to be a player coach. Anything outside the arc is worth 2. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Those are the basics. Now that you have them, you know the teams have them. These are the teams that have made it here to the final day of play. In the women's category, Mongolian, automatic qualifier. They handle their business. They're going to go up against the defending champs, the Aussies of Australia. Chinese Taipei, an interesting team, against Indonesia, who have shown some fight to get to the quarterfinals as well. We've got, we started this tournament, by the way, 5 days ago with a record 50 teams, 30 countries represented. Now, after 2 days of qualifying draw play, 2 days of main group play, the field is now down to the top 8 men's teams, top 8 women's teams as we enter the quarterfinals with gold on their mind. It is single elimination Sunday. Both defending champs, as I mentioned, are alive and well, the Aussie men and women, as well as the top overall seeds, the Mongolian men, the Mongolian women. Both Chinese teams look like they could potentially go all the way. Sorry about that brief delay. I had to put in my breakfast order. Excuse me. No, but as I mentioned, there's some very, very interesting teams. And if you know anything about the Asia Cup and its history, in the previous editions there have been 12 countries who have reached the podium. So every team here can realistically dream of success as we enter quarterfinal play. Japan and Sri Lanka are going to get us started. Sri Lanka, the surprise entry into the quarterfinals here. I don't think many people assumed that they would be here. Japan, though, not as big of a shock, obviously. The Japanese have a history of doing well. They are the 3 seed coming into this tournament. Finished 5th at the Tokyo Olympic Games. And they come out with a new-looking squad. Couple of veterans in Mo Nagata and Tamami Nakata. We saw them both at the World Cup 2 weeks ago. But the new additions, Norika Kono and Mayu Lucy Kubota, the dynamic, fast 21-year-old god who's ready to hoop, apparently. We're going to see for sure in just a couple minutes after we get them both introduced. So here we come. Out comes Sri Lanka in the red. As I mentioned, they're a surprise. 14 seed. This team beat Turkmenistan 15-13 in a game that they had to win to get in. Turkmenistan was the heavy favorite, and the Sri Lankans came and took it away from them. They lost to Chinese Taipei 12-21, but now they're here, and they've got a chance at a medal here in Singapore. Anjali Akanyake, Benika Talagala, Nihari Pereira, and last but not least, Lubna Morset. Again, the 14 seed. The best that Sri Lanka has finished at the Asia Cup in history is 5th. Guess when that was? Back in 2013. 9 years ago. You know, it was 12 years ago when 3x3 got its start here. There's Donald Quinn and Gyn Kim. They will be our officials to get us started here in the quarterfinals. But you 3x3 OGs will remember the 2010 Singapore Youth Olympic Games. This is where 3x3 stepped onto the big stage. It was somewhat of a hidden gem at that time, but now it's obviously taken off. We're in the Olympics. Monagata, she's an Olympian, and she is a top-level Japanese player. Quick guard. We've seen her win gold at the youth categories. Now she's trying to lead this young Japanese team to victory here. See Pereira getting some shots up as well. Japan the favorite here. There's no question about that. Get a look at that entire Japanese squad. Rocking number 6, that's Norika Kono. She's 22 years old. So they opted to go with the younger Japanese team, and it's bearing fruit. It's paying dividends. This team has really come out and shown their versatility, and a common trait of Japanese teams is their quickness. They just know how to go. Tamima Nakata is their top bucket getter. Her and Nagata actually tied with 9 points apiece. Japan picked up a 17-15 win over Indonesia, an 11-3 win over Singapore in the only 2 games that they played. Sri Lanka they've been fighting their way to the top from the very beginning against the odds. Can they do it again? That is the question at hand. All right, both teams make their final preparations before we get into this one. And a loud chant. All right. Game 1. Hey, I'm ready. Let's do it. Countdown's on. Quarterfinals are on here in Singapore. Day 5 begins now. All right. Benika will start with it. She thought about the 2. Anjali, quick step past the defense. Nakata was not having it. Swats it out of there. Here's Benika. Now she actually is going to launch it, but that touches absolutely nothing. So Japan will start their attack here. Here's Nagata. Mo down low, and Nakata is held up. So the Japanese, I mentioned their quickness as an attribute, but in this particular matchup, they got a size advantage too. Kicked it to the left side. Nakata setting up shop on the block. She's going to work. Little shoulder fake. Fade off the iron. Kono will track it down up top. Nagata, high arc on the 2. It's a no. And offensive foul. Can't be moving on those screens. Point of emphasis this year, as you heard me mention throughout this tournament, and you'll hear me mention throughout the rest of the year if you watch 3x3 like that. Kubota. She'll kick it to the right. She's going to swing left. Waiting for this offense to start to develop. Nakata will kick it as well. Kubota, the double cross. Left to right, threw it in reverse. Couldn't hit the lay. Nakata couldn't track down the rebound, so can she stay in front of Banika? A little stop and go from Banika. She steps through. The scoop is no good. She's got it back, puts it up again, and back-to-back misses. Yabota, she's out of there with the quickness. 1-zip, she's going to put Japan on the board. We're a minute in, and Lubna, I love the toughness that Lubna plays with. Here's Nihari. Nahari, her shot is deflected. She can't track it down in time. Something about her. Banika swings it over. Lubna going to the spin move. That's some good defense. Nakata says, no, nothing for you. Shot clock violation. Put the clamps on. That's what Nakata can bring to the table here. Her and Kono, both good defenders on the inside. Here's Kono. She's going to get the rock and kick it out. Long one from Nagata. Her second 2 miss. Second foul on the Japanese. Saw the Japan women hooping in the World Cup in Antwerp and didn't finish very well. 13th is what they ended up finishing. But they did lose, and if there's any solace in this, they lost to the eventual gold medal winners. So there's that. Foul on the inside. That'll put Nakata on the line. Tamami Nakata, 4 international caps. Rocket number 33. 24-year-old standing 182, got size and skill and a free throw make that will give Japan a 2-point advantage early. Pereira stepped on the line, so they're going to turn that over. Kono will open the possession for Japan. Nakata down to Kono, working from the right block. Nobody's home. She's going to go right in. Angeli, she's going to get it to Lubna. Lubna, frantic on her attack, but the kitchen is still closed. Nakata says you're going to have to come back in our operating hours. She decides. 7:57 left on the clock as we're just getting day 5 underway here from Marina Bay Sands Event Plaza. 3-zip Japan looking for more. Kubota. Way deep, missed it. Oh, look at Angeli. Faked her, but it had it smacked. Kono will kick it. Nakata will, she can't switch it. Ball comes back to her like a boomerang. She lays up that thing off the glass. And a chance for a 2-point play. Nakata is everywhere like Adams. She's blocking shots. She's driving. She's locking up whoever's attacking her. So Nakata, the 24-year-old, emerging before our eyes here in Singapore. Well-rounded game, and she puts the round thing in the round thing. It's 5-zip Japan. Angeli, crossover. Nagata all in her personal space. Suffocating defense. You'll get nothing, and you'll like it. Nakata to Nagata. Excuse me. And got me singing. DJ Lass got me singing again. Shout out DJ Lass, our Olympic DJ, our Olympic MC, Noah Lazarus, one half of Q York. Oh, she made her touch the ground like a suicide sprint. What? Oh. Yep, we're gonna have to see that. We're gonna have to see that again. Kono up to the line. What? Kono's gonna knock that down. And the free throw is money. Now here's the move from Lubna. Lubna spins, and she's denied, but not without a foul. We got a TV timeout as we're just under 7 minutes to go. And here's that move again. Oh, made her touch the ground like a suicide sprint, then dropped it off, and the delivery is complete. Dime time after the devastating move that shook the ground. 8-zip Japan. So Sri Lanka, they in some trouble here. They need to call some reinforcements, some backup, some assistance, because it's getting ugly quick. First bucket, Lubna is able to get it to go. Sri Lanka have 1 point and 7 fouls. They don't get a whole lot worse than this, unless that, of course, happens. Nagata splashing one from the Tokyo Tower. Deep, 10-1. Hezi, Benica's trying to get some free space, and she's called for the walk. Kono, she'll start the possession to the right, gets it back. Kono, flick of the wrist, rolled out. That loose Wilson is over to Sri Lanka now. Nihari with a high arc on her shot. It ricochets off the iron. Japan still on the attack. They're not going to stop. Look at that ball movement. They pass it like a relay. Nagata with the final leg, and she knocks it down 12-1. Nihari making her move. Angeli, she had a chance maybe there, but they force up one late. So Sri Lanka having all types of issues. Can't get a good shot. When they do get a good shot, they've had trouble making them. Meantime, Japan has been relentless. Their foot has been on the gas from the opening check ball. Kubota will kick it, and Kono is going to cruise like a Sunday drive straight to the rim. Angeli from the logo. It's a no-go. She says, come and get me, please. Nihari is in. And let me address a minor mistake that I made. I said Nagata was a member of the Japanese Olympic team, but no, that was Stephanie Mawuli, Risa Nishioka, Mio Shinozaki, and Mai Yamamoto. My bad. She was on the World Cup team. Oh, Kubota. She's giving swim lessons out there. She's wet. 15-1. Drowning Sri Lanka in twos. So, yeah, I'm sure Nagata was like, yeah, I'll take that. But, no. She is a longtime member of the national team. Was not an Olympian. But Japan obviously was well represented at the Olympics. Look who's representing right here. She be stroking Kubota. Man, she's shooting a kill. That touched nothing but net. Perfect on her release. It's 15-1. This has been a perfect game for Japan. They missed a couple of shots, but this again. As a dad joke. Kubota kicks the Kono. Oh no, she missed the crib. That's one low light. That might be the only one. Here's Kubota with the stop and go. She's held up. She decides to kick it out. Kono cruising, kicks it out. She's looking for another deuce. Why not? She got more twos than preschool. 20-3. So Kubota, she is out here just ablaze. 21 years old, having the time of her life, and she may be walking out of Singapore with a medal. 21 years old, they have found a young star in Kubota. She is shooting the lights out on this Japanese team. Gets that one from the corner. We've seen her knock them down from the top of the key, the right wing. She's got the formula for success, that is for sure. And a big game for her, really a big game for the entire Japanese team. Everybody's been hitting on all cylinders. Nobody has had a poor showing in this one. And when you play it like this, you're gonna win games pretty easily. I'm not sure, it didn't necessarily matter that it was Sri Lanka that they were facing. You shoot it like this, you're gonna beat almost anybody. They have been lights out, and they wanted to get it to Kubota. Why not? She's going to give it up, draw so much attention. That one swung out. Nagata, high arc. Oh, couldn't knock that one down off the iron. But 3:30 to play, and all they need is one. Japan, that is. Oh, Nahari with the spin move. That was pretty, but she didn't cap it. She's going to set the screen. And Banika on the drive, she has her property taken away. Ball up top, Nagata's gonna get another look, and she will not miss this time. She's on target like a red dot. And the ladies in white and red, the Japanese, make easy work of Sri Lanka. They'll move on to the semifinals. Take another look at the final shot. Nagata, the veteran on this young Japanese team, she does the honors, and that one is one going away. Blowout win for the Japanese. Let's hear what they have to say after the win. And Norika Kono is standing by with Tristan Levalette. Tristan, take it away.
Noriko, the team came out very aggressive. Was that part of the plan?
Yeah, that was part of the plan, and also our 2-point attempt was so small amount last time, so we tried to increase the attempt of the two point. That worked this game.
And the semi-finals, do you feel like the team is really confident right now heading into the big game?
Yeah, in the first two games we couldn't get good flow of the game, but in this game we had a lot of ball movement, a lot of attempt of 2-point. I think we are comfortable right now.
Good luck in the semis. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, obviously they came into this contest 2-0, and you heard her mention that they weren't quite comfortable in those first two games, but now she feels like they got a flow. They're comfortable. They're shooting more twos now. So the volume of twos has gone up, and the volume of their two makes have gone up as well. So the more you shoot, typically the way it works, the more you're going to make. So, look, they're victorious. I couldn't say a single bad thing about this Japanese win. No critiques. They had it cooking from the outside. They were sharing the ball. Unselfish team that they have. Anybody can star in any given game. They got a young star in Mayu Kubota, and she steps in front of your screen and wets you up. She wasn't done there. Obviously, we'll see more from her in the highlight in this one. And every bucket that Sri Lanka got was hard-earned, all four of them. Again, a blowout win. Japan just completely slicing through their opponent like a machete. And they were knocking down shots like Saki. Deep two, another one. Just so you know, a runaway win for the Japanese over Sri Lanka. All right. So that's one quarterfinal, and that ended quickly. So our next quarterfinal, of course, will we're going to see the Chinese women take on Thailand. But we're still a few minutes away from that because that previous game ended so quickly. My goodness. This is Singapore. And I said it again, it's a beautiful, beautiful city. You're looking just across the bay, and you got the Merlion Park. You don't see it in that shot, but there's the business district right there. There's a lot of attractions here in Singapore. You got the largest rooftop infinity pool in the world at 495 feet. You can find that on the Marina Bay Sands Hotel top. I'm still trying to get up there before I go. Another peek across the bay. I was mentioning that Merlion Park. You can't miss it. You can't see it in this shot, but it's right near the mouth of the Singapore River. And it has a fish-like body, and it has a lion's head. Has some historical semblance there. Place that has vastly different ethnic groups. You got the Malay culture and Chinese culture and Indonesian influence, Japanese culture, Chinatown, Little India. You can go to the Malay and Muslims quarter of Kampong Glam Sea. You can see the Arabian world. I mean, there's a lot to love about Singapore. We're so happy to be back in this incredible country located on the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula. Again, about 85 miles north of the equator. Third highest population density in the world here in Singapore. Small island. You can drive across it in an hour, but it is packed. It's packed with people. It's packed with activities. It's packed with attractions. And it's the largest port in Southeast Asia, one of the busiest in the world. So we've seen this country continue to grow since gaining their independence in 1965, and they've grown into a very prosperous nation, a nation that has the highest percentage of millionaires. That's how prosperous they've become here in Singapore. So I'm giving you an entire Singapore history and economic lesson. Some things you should go and see. I've got to see some of these things, not all, but I went to Clark K. You can get some good shopping, some good food there. Nightlife is good. I mentioned Chinatown. Go to Pagoda Street Market. How about Sentosa Beach? Take a cable car over there. It's actually a man-made beach. Did you know that? Singapore got the sand from neighboring countries to make Sentosa Beach. Just ask anybody that lives here. They'll tell you. They'll say, hey, that dude on the broadcast, he knows what he's talking about. He read a little bit before he came here. Maybe they'll have me back. Hopefully. Maybe after 5 days and all my bad dad jokes, I wore out my welcome. I hope not. Okay. It's either good news or bad news for you because they're going to keep coming for the rest of the day. This is day 5. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice at 3x3, at 3x3 The Voice, here with you. But I'm not by myself. I got DJ Lass on the ones and twos. I got MC Noah Lazarus on the mic. I got our ball and apparel sponsors, Wilson, Peak Apparel, our official timekeeper, Maurice Lacroix. We got our official suppliers on deck as well. Baudet, Magic Sky, Skelda Sports, Inleo. We got the whole team here for the 5th edition of this Asia Cup. And now our next 2 teams are going to step up. China. They aren't the number 1 seed, but I think you can consider them the favorites. They come out with a favorable lineup with Jiating Zhang, the Olympian, and the other Olympian, Li Wang, top scorer at the Olympic Games, by the way. Not to forget about Kun Huang and Jiwan Wan. They won a gold at the World Cup 2019. As it relates to the Asia Cup, they got a silver in 2018, a bronze in 2017. Also, we just saw them pick up a bronze at the World Cup in Antwerp. So they've been picking up the medals like Magneto. But they do not have a gold at the Asia Cup yet. So seeking their first gold here at the Asia Cup is China. The same for their opponent, Thailand. And out they come. Thailand, 6th seed. They got a nice squad too with Mfawa Thwaman, Kanokwan, Prajub Sok, Mistanchanok, Lumpdat Pang, and Rujiwan Bunsipram. Bunsipram is really the spoon that stirs the tea for this team. A Thailand team, by the way, they came all the way from the qualifying draw. They beat Jordan 16-7. They beat the Philippines 13-11 in a close one. That was in the qualifying draw. So they came into the main draw unbeaten. Then they ran into Mongolia, went all the way to overtime yesterday against the Mongolians and ended up losing that one by 1. They bounced back with a 16-14 win over Uzbekistan, ending their run to the main draw. So here we go. We got a 4-6 seed matchup. Thailand with only 1 loss to their record, 3-1. So more tread on their tires than China. China again, who come in with a direct qualifying spot. And the defending World Cup, no, not World Cup. They are not the defending champs, but they are looking for their first goal. There you go. There's Bronson Prum, number 59 for Thailand. She's a certified bucket amongst the top scorers in the field. So they'll get just a couple minutes to get acclimated and ready. Not even that. That whistle blew quick, didn't it? Let's get to work. All right. It's time to get to it. Now, I was mentioning top scorers. You got 2 on this Chinese team that have been dominating the scoring charts. Lili Wang, she comes in with an average of 6 points per game, 12 points for her. And Jiating Zhang, not far behind. She's a double-digit scorer coming out of pool play as well. They are the 1-2 punch that makes this Chinese team go. We're going to see how this goes against Thailand, who have never shown a lack of fight. Bunsing Pram puts up a tough shot. She will miss it. Lili Wang going to the right. Thought about the pocket pass instead. They're going to get it moving around the perimeter, and they're going to get it down to Wan. Wan has been the one for many times, at many points for China. I don't want to talk about this Chinese team without giving her her credit, because she has been a problem for whoever's tried to defend her. A outstanding third option who can sometimes be featured as the first option. Huang is the glue gal. She does all the things that kind of keeps the team together, makes the hustle plays. She can score it too. Now she's got to defend. China with a 1-0 lead. Lili Wang nearly got a steal, but almost doesn't count. In fact, Wan is the top scorer on this Chinese team. She's got 15 points coming out of the pool play. She's averaging 7.5 points per game. So here comes China looking for more. Wan continuing to count it up. Good defense out there. The 6'5 Zhang. We call it a great wall for a reason. Offense and defensively. There's a little offensive part of her resume. 3-zip. We just saw a Japanese blowout over Sri Lanka. I'm not saying that this is going to be the same here with China and Thailand, but the Chinese have jumped out to a quick lead here. Oh, Bunsing Pram making her move. Bunsing Pram, oh, in and out. Huang sticking with her like gum on a shoe. Ironic that I say that, because they don't allow gum here in Singapore for that very reason. No, I'm serious. You can't have gum here. That's the truth. That's how they keep the city nice and clean. It's beautiful. Bunsing Pram swings it over to the right. Ball fake. Up fake. Tough shot. Zhang is whistling for the foul. You're probably wondering who won the previous Asia Cups, right? It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you anyway. You know that Australia won double gold at the 2019 edition. The men Mongolian team took silver. The women of Kazakhstan took silver. The men of China took bronze, and the women of Japan took bronze. That was the last edition. We got a 4-1 game. Oh, that was deeper than a heart-to-heart conversation. We need to talk, the two of us. 4-3 after the two-piece. Thailand showing that fight that I told you they got. Li Wang elevates, missed it to the left, 750. Another deep attempt. This is where I think Thailand can maybe level the playing field. They're not going to be able to contend on the inside. I think it's too much size. They got to hope for Zhang to miss layups like that, which he normally does not. But if they can really get cooking from deep, I think they can get China on their heels a little bit. The layup is tough, trying to score over the 6'5 Zhang. There's the Great Wall going up. That's another miss on the inside. So the Olympian will swing it to the other bronze medal Olympian, and she's going to hit iron. So China had jumped out to that 3-zip lead. All of a sudden, it's been a 3-1 run from Thailand, getting it going from deep and continuing to attack. This is what they do. Bunsey Prom, the leading scorer with 8 points coming in out of pool play. She and Lump That Pang have done the lion's share of the scoring for Thailand. They both come in with 8 points. Dwaman with 6. Prajup Suk with 6 as well. So a well-balanced Thailand team. They're going to have to hold their own defensively. That's just bully ball. That one fed inside. Huang is able to draw the foul. And we got a TV timeout that quick. 5-3 game. I was saying that China is considered to be the favorite, not just in this contest, but maybe in the field. Here they are getting a little bit of a test here. And again, China fresh off of clinching another medal. Took bronze in Antwerp just 2 weeks ago. They rode the backs of the two Olympians, the 1-2 punch. China just absolutely gave it to Australia, by the way, in group play. That game was supposed to be one of the marquee matchups of group play. And, I mean, China just, they beat them up. It wasn't even close. Wan continues to do her thing in the lane. It's 6-3. Dribble drive, step back, looked off the defense, and air mailed. Nobody wants the possession, clearly. Like it's dynamite. It was a 20-12 win over Australia for China. And they also beat the Aussies' neighbors, New Zealand, 21-12. So average margin of victory about 8.5 points for China. Thailand, here they come. Thuaman making her move. She's going to shoot it. She knuckleballed it off the iron. China back on the attack. Huang stops short, pulls up. Too strong on the shorty. Approaching the 6-minute mark, 6-3. China obviously in the front. Thuaman, nobody in front of her. She throws that up like liquor on an empty stomach and lands it. Zhang scores on the inside. Seven to 5. And again, you see Thailand, they're able to keep pace with this Chinese team with that 2-point shot. This is why it's so important to be able to shoot it. It can make or break you. That two-piece is often the ultimate decider. Thuaman, she's going to get it over. And Bunsey Prom with the step back. But that stroke was broke. That ball is cleared. Huang right down low to Zhang, and a hold is called. It's not going to be a whole lot you can do with Zhang. You got to hold on for dear life and say your prayers before you play. Please don't let Jiating Zhang destroy me today. That pocket is picked. Okay. Got to look there. Thailand got to make those count. Instead, good defense activity in the passing lanes. Thwaman, she's on the run. Missed it. Zhang will come down with the rebound. Fed back down to Zhang. She's going to deliver the package like Amazon. 8-5. Bunsey Prom will swing it. That's a good look. Count those up. Two-piece, no biscuit. Thailand ain't going nowhere. 1 point contest. 5 minutes in. The underdogs trying to pull off an upset. We got ourselves a game, don't we? Lily Wang. I like it. Oh, the thievery. Little hezzy from Boonsie Prom. Oh, she got Zhang jumping all everywhere. It's like jumping jacks. Juan patient on the score. Zhang got a hand on it, couldn't track it down. Thailand can tie right here. Mid-range J is good. Prajup Sok, 9 apiece. Foul blue. That is the 4th on Thailand. And of course, Japan is waiting on the winner of this one in the semifinals. Today is medal day. Down low. Juan is going to track down to Wilson. Juan is going to put it up. She's going to miss. Juan sticks with it, recovers it. Fresh 12 for China. Huang now. Huang making the step, but she's harassed. And that is a violation. Too much contact. 4th foul on Thailand. Locked in a 9-9 tie with 4:06 to play. If you're Thailand, you got to be feeling very confident about your chances to potentially pull this out. And sometimes shooting is contagious. When you're making shots, it's contagious. When you're missing shots, it's contagious. I think they're not feeling it that possession. They throw that one away. China leading by 1 after the make at the line. Wang will whip it to Juan. Juan whips it. No magic touch that time, but it's cleaned up by Huang. She's going to be there to make those plays for you. Prajup Sok doing her dance. Come on out here. I got something for you. You need a wetsuit. Splashed her in the face like it's time to wake up this morning. 11-11. What a shot. And she's going to shoot a free throw as well. A couple of them. What a game. Look at this step back. You don't know me like that. From the logo, she got range without the rover keys. She might be the key to an upset. Thailand even things up, and Prajup Sok will step up to the line and try to make this a 4-point play. A 3-point play. That was a 2. Misses it. So here comes China. An 11-11 tie. If you're China here, you got to remain calm. And Wang got that one to trickle in. Shooter's touch as China reassumes the lead. 3:28 to play. Jab step. Just off target that time. Prajup Sok couldn't hit it. Playing some physical defense. Wang wants to get it to Zhang. Zhang tied up, but she takes the rock and puts it in. Back up to a 3-point contest. The up fake. Thwaman to the rack. Missed it. Ball comes back, though. Brunson Palm. She shoots her shot, but Wilson says no. Underneath to Zhang. It's a yes. Jab step to the baseline. Huang shadowing her. Thwaman throws it up. Thwaman will try to drop it off, but Wang is there to steal it away. Ball fed back down to the Great Wall. And China starting to get that lead back under control, 16-11. Pradyup Sok making the move on Zhang. She's got her jumping around again. Wang thought about it. Passes up the defense and then swings it out. Huang, long ball out of bounds. 2:22 to play in a game that China has regained control here. Back up 5. But you've seen this Thailand team. You see how quickly they can heat things up. Couple of twos and we're right back where we were. And 2:21 to play. All it takes is a 2-make, a steal, and another 2, and all of a sudden we're back on the edge of our seats. This is 3x3 for you. Defense turns to offense just like that. But credit China for really exploiting the weaknesses of this Thailand team. There's not many teams that are going to have a match for Zhaiqing Zhang on the inside. She's been one of the most commanding and dominating forces in women's 3x3 for years. She's won 2 Women's Series event titles. Speaking of Zhang, she was a member of that silver medal Asia Cup team in 2018. Just saw her star in Antwerp last week. Boonsi Prom takes her out on the dance floor. 16-11 after that miss, it will stay. Looking like China and Japan are going to be renewing their Asian rivalry. If things stay the course the way they are right now, Huang going down. She's double teamed. She throws it right over to me. I was ready to shoot it. I got range. Our officials are telling me I should have shot the ball. It swung over to the right. Fed it underneath. Oh, she blew the shorty. Wang. Oh, she didn't get a bucket there. And had a lid on it that time. Boonsi Prom with the dribble, cross, step through, scoop. Zhang was not impressed. Oh, Zhang just continues to deliver like a midwife. It's 17-11. Step back. Oh, couldn't finish it off. Just off target. China closing in now. This time it's Wan. She's going to get her turn. And Wan is fouled. So China's top scorer will step up to the line. Ji-Wan Wan. Wan winds it up and knocks it down. This was an 11-11 game. Remember that? It's been a 7-0 run ever since then. That tie game and the excitement that came with it is now gone. The air is out of that balloon. China brought the pin to pop it. They've settled in, and they've just continued to feed Zhaiqing Zhang. She is devouring Thailand right now. 19-11, the final minute of this game. It's fed down low. There's Zhang. She's going to get it back. Zhang up and in. She's unstoppable. That ball kicked out. Wang. She likes Thai food. She absolutely put them on a plate, and she ate all game long. Zhaiqing Zhang, a one-woman wrecking crew, and she had a personal 8-0 run to close this game. It was tied at 11 apiece, but the Great Wall proved to be the greatest player on the court. 6'5", unstoppable, 21-11. China on into the semifinals against Japan. So one semi is set for the women. If you lose in the semifinals, by the way, you're not done. You will have an opportunity to play in the third place game for a bronze medal. But the quarterfinals are single elimination. You lose and you're through. And credit to Thailand for coming out and making a game of that. They really did. And they had a shot. I mean, they really had a shot. But China was not amused, and then they decided to just go to their bread and butter. They are bigger than you, they're stronger than you, and they're going to bully you. They gave it to Jiating Zhang and fed it down to Wan relentlessly. They utilized that size, and they got a sizable lead as a result. Take a look at some of the fireworks that we saw from Thailand. It's a nice move, up and under, step through. But too little of those. They needed some more two pieces. This mid-range jumper tied things up at 9 apiece. And again, it was a tie game all the way up until, I believe, 12-12. But that's when China really went on a run. That two-ball ridiculousness, top of the key from Prabjot, even things up at 11 apiece, but that was as close as Thailand would get. They wouldn't get any more. They got a whole lot of Jiating Zhang, though. And that sets up our semifinal on the bottom half of the bracket. China and Japan moving on up to the semis. All right, I had to sing something for you. We got a couple more games, obviously, quarterfinals. Mongolia and Australia. We will see them in a bit later, but we're going to go to the men's competition next. Mongolia and the Philippines, Japan against New Zealand, Australia, Chinese Taipei, China against the Republic of Korea. They got, let's see, 3 automatic qualifiers in that group that only had to play a couple of games to get to this quarterfinal stage. Everybody else had to make their way out of the qualifying draw. So here at day 5, you wonder, with all that extra work, who's it going to affect and who will it not affect? Well, we're going to find out as we get to our first men's quarterfinal. We're going to see the Aussies with an all-new team take on the Mongolians. And we got a new addition in Jesse Wagstaff. Saw him make his debut on the Pro Tour in Manila. I guess that was last month. And obviously Greg Heyer is an accomplished 3x3er. I said he was 56, and I was joking. I obviously was not. I was joking about his age. He's actually 64, and he's still playing. Oh, 65, my fault. He's 65, and he's still playing 3x3. Greg Heyer. Andrew Steele. Both gold medalists at this Asia Cup stage before, trying to lift their teammates to that same level. They've been there before. They know what it's going to take. Can they do it against Chinese Taipei? An interesting young team that have a lot of weaponry. They don't have the experience, and they don't have the size, honestly. They come in after losing to Japan by 9, but they were able to beat Uzbekistan by 6, Chinese Taipei. So as they enter the court, we'll get a good look at these youngsters right here. There's Sin Quan Lin, Su Wei Lin, Quang Hao Ting, and Sung Xing Sao. They started off in the qualifying draw. They picked up a 1-point win over Vietnam. Then they edged out Thailand, entered the main draw unbeaten. Then they picked up a 6-point win over Uzbekistan. They were looking good. And then they ran into Japan. Lost that one by 9. Maybe it's a wake-up call for this young Japanese team. They're going to have to go up against the, obviously, very experienced Aussies with Andrew Steele, Daniel Craig Johnson, who stands 212, by the way. He's a gentle giant. I tried to talk to him in the elevator. He gave me 2 words: I'm going to call him Big Bird. Maybe that's a new nickname for him. Jesse Wagstaff. He's the top scorer for this team. Wagstaff has been balling like Wilson. And not a shock, this dude can get it in. He's had a great start to his 2022 3x3 campaign on the Pro Tour. We saw the Aussies get all the way to the semis in Manila. Wagstaff, again, their leading scorer. He's got 19 points through 2 games. Quick math for you. That's 9.5 points per game. Not too shabby, huh? He's also got the most 2-pointers made out of anybody in the tournament. Wagstaff is 5 for 10 from 2-point range. So he's more than just a big body. He can stroke it on you too. Now, as for Australia's body of work, since they are the defending champs from that double gold in 2019, they got a direct ticket to the main draw. So they handled New Zealand 21-14, and they beat Qatar 21-11. They have not been tested yet. We'll see if Chinese Taipei, the young team, can do it. Oh, he lost higher on the ball fake, but the veteran, he's going to kick it out. Johnson down low. Higher, he's a bruiser. And they call foul on blue. Higher will check out. Now, if you want me to be serious about Greg Higher's age, he's 34, okay? And that's the truth. Double check that for me, please. All right. We're back to it. The jokes are over. No time for games. Lin. Air mails it. Back over to the Aussies. The boys from down under get it down low. Put him in the blender like a cocktail. Beautiful spin move. It's up and in. No problem. 1-zip. Wagstaff can't get the rebound. One advantage. There's Sal. He gets the 2-piece no biscuit and gets Chinese Taipei a 1-point advantage. I was going to say, Chinese Taipei, they do have the youthful advantage as they're quicker. But stopping Johnson is like trying to drown a shark. How you going to do that? It's impossible. The dude is 6'11". Up fake. Sal got it swatted. He traveled first. And I even shorted him. I said, man, what are you, 6'9", 6'10"? He was like, nah, man, 7'1". No, 6'11". 6'10", 6'11". The point is, he's a large human individual. Making his 3x3 debut. Andrew Steele, a member again of that 2018 gold medal squad. So Australians, they've got more medal than Magneto. That one taken away. Give me those cookies. Now let's see what Ting does with that thing. He'll swing it over to Lin. Lin with the rotation. Didn't have the right release. Higher fireballs it down to Wagstaff. Yeah. Wagstaff. 3-2. Drive and the kick. They get another look from deep, but it's another broke stroke. Wagstaff, he's got bad intentions for the smaller defender. They're having a tough time. Check it out now. Check it. Wagstaff with a wag splash at the stripe. 4-2. Aussies moving their feet too. Steele, not so much that time. Such a vibrant thing. A vibrant. Swung over. Got to go to work here. Chinese Taipei within distance, but they mishandled that possession. Give it right back over. So Andrew Steele, he's going to start it over with Greg Heyer. And foul blue. Down low. Johnson is having it however he wants it. Lynn, he's going to miss that one. That's because of the interior defense. They are tall. They didn't clear that, though. That's why you get the violation there, and the bucket is wiped away. Australia still with a 3-point advantage. They're still feeling quite confident, I would suspect. Is the drive and the kick. Ting. The hook is a no-go. Wagstaff muscles it up, and Wagstaff is going to draw the foul. Jesse Wagstaff, their top scorer again. He's good for about 9.5 a game, the 36-year-old. Plays for Melbourne on the World Tour. It's actually Melbourne. Oh, Steele. Oh, he gave him a taste after creating some space. Johnson from deep, missed it. Steele, he's going to elevate. And Andrew's going to draw a foul. He'll shoot a free throw after a TV timeout as we are under 7 minutes to go. And the Aussies are up 6-3.
So who here is cheering for Team Australia? Make some noise. Who here is cheering for Chinese Taipei?
So a couple looks at some of the work that's gone down so far. By no stretch are the young Chinese Taipei players out of this game. If you've ever played hoop as a youngster, you know, one of the benefits of being young, we have a phrase in America, and they say young and dumb. And there's no disrespect meant by that. But you just have a carefree type of approach. And sometimes that you are restricted. You don't have the same kind of mental restrictions. You don't feel as much pressure in situations. And you're just playing. You're just young and dumb. I think they should take that approach. This Chinese Taipei team, just let loose and go. And let their athleticism do the talking. Jumpers like that from Sal, and all of a sudden, we'll see how the game plays out. 7-4, Steele. He brought his piece. Bang, bang, 9-4. Sal, he's going to make the move on Heyer. Puts it up. The floaty didn't have enough float. Heyer puts that one high to Johnson. And now Greg's going to go to work in the basement. Johnson, a little tip drill, tries to get it over to Heyer, but that possession is mishandled. Crikey. Lynn, he'll set up, come on back. He's going to receive the Wilson. These goals ain't loyal. Came out on him. And it's down on the block as the Aussies continue to add to the lead. It's now a 6-point lead for Australia, the defending champs. Wagstaff couldn't get a handle on it, so ball over to blue. And 3 seconds is what Chinese Taipei will have to work with to get a shot up here. Sal with the pull-up. Could knock it down. Man, it's easy money down there as Australia. This lead is starting to swell up like an allergy reaction. It's a 7-point game right now. Off the miss. It's cleaned up, but it's still a 6-point difference, and it ain't going to get any better. Oh, Greg Heyer misses the layup. Here's Heyer trying to stay in front of Sal. Sal with the bullet pass underneath. Oh, faker. He faked him like a catfish account. 5-point difference. Take another look at, oh, well, when you give it a second look, you can see that arm swing by Higher, but maybe there's a little acting involved there. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. There's Sal, quick first step, all gas, no brakes. He gets to the rim, makes it a 7-point game. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Higher wants the ball. He's got Wilson in his hand. What's he going to do with it? He's an international banker. He goes off the glass, 16-8. That one deflected off of a foot. So a fresh shot clock for Chinese Taipei. Once we come out of a TV timeout, we are under 4 minutes to play. It has been all Australia as they lead it 16-8 past the midway point. Here's a couple of the plays that we've seen of late in this contest. It has been a bit of a snooze, if I'm being honest, because Australia's been dominant. Chinese Taipei have not been able to match the size, which you knew was going to present a problem, but they haven't really been able to utilize their quickness and their youthful bounce to their advantage. They picked up 8 fouls too, so as many fouls as they have points. They've been hacking like computer nerds. Wagstaff, he's gonna clear it. Don't you turn your back on me. He misses the shot. Ting, he looks off the defense, he chunks the deuces, misses it off the iron. Steele will end up with it in the corner. The hired gun swings it over to Wagstaff, and he's splashing like a bird bath. 18-8. The Aussies closing in on what looks like is going to be a very easy victory. Not necessarily it looks like an easy victory. Maybe they're just that good. No game is easy in 3x3. Lin making his move on Steele. Steele will clear it, drops it off to Wagstaff. Wagstaff puts it up. Johnson couldn't track it down. Wagstaff was trying to get his oop on. Sal will have it here. Looking at a 10-point deficit. The writing's on the wall. Somebody cue the Sam Smith. Greg Hyatt for 2? What? Wankus. Higher hit it from the corner. Down to Johnson. Johnson tries to hit the fade. No, Higher comes in for the rebound, and he's going to get knocked down. Look, Higher doesn't normally shoot a bunch of 2s. So it's a little shocking. Not to say that he can't make them, but he's usually beating people up down on the block. That 2 is launched. Miss. Higher. They clear it. Oh, they haven't cleared it. Higher's going to put the, no, now they clear it. And now Andrew Steele comes up short. Game point for the Aussies. The defending champs will continue their crown defense. It's just a matter of time, and that time is now. Andrew Steele puts a period at the end of this chapter as they get the win easily over Chinese Taipei. They will advance to the semifinals just like that. Here's a last look at the final play that would put it away. The boys from down under are moving on. Higher with the setup to his fellow Asia Cup gold medalists as they put a cherry on top of a beautiful performance, making easy work of Chinese Taipei, 21-8. All right, standing by is, I believe that's Wagstaff. No, that's Daniel Johnson standing by. I should have known because the microphone doesn't reach his mouth. Let's get it over to Tristan Levelette, who's standing by with the Australian giant.
Daniel, congratulations on the win. You guys had a clear size advantage. Was that something you guys were trying to exploit?
Yeah, obviously, they're pretty quick and good on the perimeter. We're just trying to make a focus of going inside, and I think it worked well for us.
And Australia's looking for a three-peat in this event. Are they the expectations? Are you sort of embracing that?
Yeah, I mean, there's pressure there. We want to obviously win, and it's tough competition, so we just kind of take it one game at a time, as cliche as it is, but it's worked so far.
And where do you think the team needs to improve on for the semi-final?
Maybe execution. You know, our defensive talk is a little off that game. Maybe our passing can get a bit better, but we'll work on that.
Congratulations on the win, and good luck for the next game.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
They used every microphone extension that we have here in the facility. And then they even put it on top of 2 phone books so it can get up to his chin. The Jolly Green Giant, Daniel Johnson, a part of a dominant performance for the Aussies. Chinese Taipei did not have a chance. It was almost as over as soon as it began, although Chinese Taipei took an early 1-point lead, but after that, it was over with. They kept feeding the bigs, whether it was Johnson, whether it was Wagstaff. They had it their way. And they exercised that advantage on the inside. You heard Johnson say that obviously they knew that there was something that they could utilize throughout the game, and they stuck with it. A couple of nice plays here or there for Chinese Taipei. This team's got a bright future in front of them. They were the 3 seed. But you can throw that type of stuff out of the window. On the last day of play, throw it out of the window. Rankings, seedings, it doesn't matter. What matters is what you do between the lines, not what's on the lines of the paper. I wish Johnson would have threw that down, but it's wishful thinking. I think that he just likes to exercise finesse. Doesn't matter. As long as they count. They all count. Count these up. Wagstaff continuing to lead the scoring charts for the men. He's not only knocking down shots, he's sharing. He learned good manners as a youngster. Greg Heyer sets up Andrew Steele for the win, and the Australians are moving on. They got a date in the semis. We just don't know who they're going to be dancing with. We will find out next as the quarterfinals will continue. We'll get China and the Republic of Korea. They're coming up in about 6 minutes. That game is scheduled to start at 2 p.m. In the meantime, my guy, MC Noah Lazarus, a.k.a. 3x3 The Hype, is going to have some fun with the fans here as we give you another look at the Bay. But again, we're about 4 minutes away from starting that game. So if you want to get something to drink or eat, do it quickly, because we're back to the quarterfinal action from here in Singapore in minutes.
guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. $50 full $1,000 for each of you. Congratulations. Give it up for our winners. And big congratulations to all our participants. Oh, yeah. 3x3.
All right. MC Noah Lazarus having some fun. Hope that you guys are enjoying what you are seeing so far as we are through 3 quarterfinals. We got 2 women's quarterfinals that are already done and over with, setting up a Japan and China rivalry in the semifinals. That's going to be good. We've seen 1 men's quarterfinal. The Aussies handling Chinese Taipei relatively easily. We now find out who Australia is going to play in the semifinals. It will either be China or the Republic of Korea. Little rivalry between these 2 countries as they will take the floor here. Talked about how the Chinese women are considered favorites. I think that this Chinese men's team, while they may not have come into this competition considered a favorite, they are considered one of the favorites now. They're all 23 years old. They are all dynamic. They are all above 6'5". Liu Zheyi, Zhao Jiren, Zhao Jiayi, the twins. They've never even played 3x3 before. Never played 3x3 before, believe it or not. Coach Wang said this. I had no idea before this. All four players with this team have worked really hard in training camp, showed great potential, and we're seeing the product out here in Singapore. That is for sure. They have not lost a game yet. There they are. The twins, Jia Yi and Jiren, Junhu Liu and Zheyi Liu. 3 of their 4 had never played 3x3 before, but they're accepting this challenge at the Asia Cup. They think this is an important part of the franchise's preparation for the Paris Olympics in 2024, and they want to show that they've learned this game. They're learning it, and they want to improve their skills and grow as players as the tournament goes on, and that's exactly what we've seen from them. As for the Republic of Korea, they have found themselves locked in some straight-up battles since entering play. But they have come out and played exceptionally well. They picked up a big win over an undermanned India team. A win that would secure their spot here in the quarterfinals. They got quickness, they got size, they got shooters. And you got Do Han-yoon Ha, Jung Kim, Jang Tae-seok, and Min-soo Park. We've been seeing them play since day 1. They started in the qualifying draw, and they picked up a couple of wins there, 17-11 over Kuwait, 19-15 over Iran. They ran into some trouble against Mongolia, their first play in the main draw. Lost that one by 7. Had to win against India. They pulled that out by 2 points, albeit against an undermanned Indian team. It was 18-16, but that was the victory that gets them here. Excuse me. I need some tea and honey. Gets them here to the quarterfinals. That's what I was trying to say to you. All right. There's Zheyi Liu. As I mentioned, he's 23 years old. These guys do not have very much 3x3 experience at all. Liu, in fact, along with the twins, had not played 3x3 even before. So these dudes finished the Chinese Basketball Association schedule and have now focused on 3x3 and want to bring a medal back to this country. The Chinese men with a great opportunity here, as the last medal they got at the Asia Cup came in our last edition in 2019. It was a bronze. But they want their medal to be a little bit more precious than that this time around. They're going for gold. Head-to-head, China's only win versus the Republic of Korea was at the Asia Cup way back in 2018. A lot of things have changed since then. The game has changed since then. And the rosters have obviously changed since then. But it's just something to put in your cap, just a little history lesson to let you know these countries have met at this stage before. It is almost time to get going in this one. And we're going to see this young Chinese team really tested now. I'm anxious to see how they will perform against the Republic of Korea. With some size to defend. You know, they aren't going to be pushovers on the interior. And they're going to be really challenged in trying to stay in front of these really quick guards with Kim and Min-Soo Park. Sometimes that length can negate some of that quickness, but again, we will see. All right, it's almost time to get this one on and popping. Top scorer in this game coming in is Kim. Kim tries to set up Min-Soo Park, but Kim leading the way for the Republic of Korea with 13 points. Jairin Zhao, the top bucket getter for this Chinese team, with 12 points coming out of pool play. And that was not Jairin, that was Jai. Jai with 11 points. Talk about the balance on this Chinese team, and the scoring is indicative of that. Fade away off the glass, no sir. Kim trying to make his move. Min-Soo Park, took him to the amusement park for a moment, but couldn't finish after the spin. Oh, nice pass to Liu. He slices to the bucket and he lays it in. China draw first blood. Park, he drives to the rim. He cannot hit it. There's that length showing already here for China. Now down to the post office. Jairin Zhao, he's fouled. That not in the process of the shot, wasn't in the process of the shot. So Zhao, he'll start the possession. They'll screen. His twin bro gets twins. He gets the double to fall. It's 3-zip. Oh, Seok, good patience on the score on the inside. Oh, that's a foul blue. I thought he might have hit that off of White, but no. It's a good call. Credit our officials too. We got two good ones in this game. Donald Quinn and Cheong Wing Leong. Oh, Kim. He crossed him and he didn't even look both ways. 3-2. Republic of Korea down just a point, make that down 2 points. Liu picks up a casualty on the way, just bowls over Kim. Now it's Park. Oh, man, quick move, lost the handle on it, but managed to get it to Seok. Did he get the shot up in time? No, he didn't. Shot clock violation. Liu down on the block. Well, they mishandled that possession. Here's Park setting up shop, waiting on the screen. He tries to whip it in with these long arms, like tree branches on his Chinese team. They make the shots more difficult. They make the passes more difficult. Figuring this team out is like Morse code. And they're only 23 and younger. What is going on here? Steps in and knocks it down. Team China's like the Monstars. These dudes are from outer space. Get that out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Foul is called. So that'll put Seok on the line. Seok coming out of pool play with 5 points. And he's going to miss the free throw. And it's a foul on Blue after the miss. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Kick to the corner. That two is released. Shreds the threads, not a problem. China continue to add to this lead. It's Liu that time. They get it right back. Liu to Liu. Down low, up fake. Easy breezy. Silk, they got to gain their composure here. Down by 7. Republic of Korea. It's another miss for them. Liu, he's going to attack the rim. His flotation device is active. Spin move. Zhao, nowhere to go. Liu stepping through. And another soft touch on the floaty. He's got more floaties than a kid's pool. Great touch from the big man. They got a giggle from Rachel. All right, Ha. This ain't no laughing matter. They trail it by 9. Silk steps through. Shot clock violation. They are getting absolutely nothing. So as we step aside, we can look back on another dominating performance from China. They are having it however they want it. They are 23 years of age, but they look like they've been playing this game for years. China, who started in the qualifying draw, they beat up Tonga by 15. They then went to Sri Lanka and smacked them by 13. Then when they came into the main draw, Pool C, they gave it to Singapore, and then they beat the Philippines, a good Philippines team, by 10 points. That's the body of work of this Chinese team here in Singapore. The Republic of Korea look like they're going to be the next victim on the list, unless things change in a hurry. That is a foul in the process of the shot. 5th foul on the Republic of Korea. And that is shooting foul. So that will put Zheyi Liu at the line. Zheyi Liu staying in 203, 100 kilos. He's ranked 13 in China. Chinese men fielded the team at the Olympic Games. They ended up finishing 8th. The Chinese women also fielded the team at the Olympic Games. Oh, Kim, that was swatted. It's like a pest. He brought out the fly swatter, and Kim's just got to laugh it off. It's like, man, what can we do? There's Park. Drives to the rim, missed it. Bad boy. Switching every other lane. Minsu Park. They looking at a 10-point deficit. They got to do something quickly. Shot is missed. Zhao decides to keep it out on the perimeter. Now, Jairin, he reroutes. Oh, that one swatted away. Quick hands from Ha. He'll get it over to Kim. Kim, he's going to vanish like the Foot Clan. Straight to the rim. Ha's going to kick it out. Kim is going to chunk the deuces this time. He squeezes the trigger, and he's got the juice. It's 12-5. Republic of Korea are showing some life. But China remain calm. The baseline drive ends in a layup. Park trying to use that jab step. Gets to a spot. He's hacked on the way up, so Minsu is going to shoot one. That's foul number 3 on China. Still an 8-point game. We've already seen China's women advance to the semifinals. The men look to be well on their way, barring an improbable comeback from the Republic of Korea. Park gets the bucket at the line. Here's Zhao. Oh, Zhao. He's hacked on the way up. Jairin. Standing 6'7". So I shorted them. I said they're at least 6'5". Everybody's at least 6'7" on this Chinese team. Ha. Oh, trying to clear some space. Ha draws the foul. Good patience. Use some craftiness. Ain't mine right? No. Up steps Ha. And he's going to bank that one in. Jiren directing traffic. He tells his bro to get down there. Now it's Jiren on the attack. Misses it. Kim couldn't take advantage of a hand down to the corner. Liu for two. It's a miss. Out to Kim. Kim up fake. The drive. Step back. Hand all up in his face. It don't matter. 6-point game. Republic of Korea not out of this yet. Oh, Zhao took him to spin class. Oh, smart play. Ha throws it off of Zhao. The crowd got a kick out of that because it went off of his head. He didn't try to do it. You throw it off of any body part that you can. There's nothing off limits. You just want the possession. Wasn't exactly trying to show the guy up. Okay, crowd members. All right, 15-8, 4:42 and counting left, and there's a foul off ball on White. 5th foul on China. Republic of Korea with 6th in comparison. They got no more to give. They're going to have to give some extra effort to erase this 7-point deficit right now, though. They got the shooters to do it. We'll see what Minsu Park does with this possession. Dribble drive to the left. Drops it off. Shuk threw it in reverse. Beautiful finish on the lay. They fell asleep defensively. Oh, no! Take that back. Seok with the block. And it's usually the Chinese that have been doing the blocking, but that time Seok. Seventh foul, though, committed by the Republic of Korea. That will put Zhe Liu at the line. All right, Liu couldn't get that first one to go. Lucky for him, he's going to get a second opportunity here. See if he can make good on this one. Second free throw, count that. Oh, smart play. What a play. This is why I say at 23 years old, their 3x3 acumen is very high. He understood transition defense. As the free throw shooter, you oftentimes get beat because you got to get to the corner to defend that shooter. Not only did he do it, he threw it off of the opposition and saved the possession for himself. Baseline jumper is a miss. Kim, he's open for a time, but he couldn't close the deal. That's out of bounds off of White. I love rock and roll. Game like this, I'm gonna start singing. It's close game. I got no time to sing. Ha! He gets the package, and it is thrown away like yesterday's trash. Liu with the rebound now. Now Liu will take it down low. He elevates. He's going to miss. Park. He goes to the spin move. Elevates and off the window. 6-point lead for the Chinese. As Zhao sets his feet. That hit off the front of the iron. They're going to go down and try to tie that up, and that's going to be China's ball. Good hustle there from Ha, but that's going to be as good as a steal for China, as that did change possession. They will have the Wilson in hand with 3:19 to go. Take another look at the one-man SWAT team as Liu save your tears for another. Wipe them away. No sympathy for you on the inside. The Chinese team got more blocks than New York City. They have been head and shoulders the best defensive team in the men's competition. I think I can say that pretty comfortably. Do we have any disagreements with that statement in the truck? Anybody? Okay. We got no's across the board. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. They're doing a great job back there, by the way. Thumbs up to our production crew. Alex and everybody else. So, hey, whoa. Hello. That escalated quickly. 3:14 left in this contest. And an 8th foul on the Republic of Korea. 2 more free throws upcoming for China by way of Jairin Zhao. Jairin puts it in. China closing in on another victory. They haven't lost yet. This will be their 5th win here in Singapore as they advance that lead now to an 8-point distance. Kim downshifted at the rim. I think that's going to be out of bounds off of blue. And the Republic of Korea find themselves in trouble. They run into the Monstars from China. The Republic of Korea need to get Jordan, LeBron. They need all the stars from Space Jam. (19-10) and a whistle though that will put Park on the line. Park at the line, he shoots, and he's going to make that count. Hey, come on, DJ Lass, I see you. 2 ball from the corner. That wouldn't end it. Liu tracks it down. Now it's game point for China. Summer, summer, summertime, summertime. Let us sit back and unwind. Oh, he had him stumbling. Seok shoots it. All the Republic of Korea now can hope for is some entries into the top 5 plays because they are not going to enter into the quarterfinals. All right, finishing touches on this game. This is very likely going to end before the limit. I'm just going to tell you. Park will shoot it and knock it down. They're going to get some charity claps. Got a good fan contingent here for the Republic of Korea, but there's not many teams that want to see China right now. Jab step. Jairin lost it out of bounds. That was actually poked away. So 7 seconds will be left for China to put this one to bed. Oh yeah, hard foul underneath. They don't want to give it to him easy. So this one will have to be earned at the line. Another area in which this Chinese team has been very consistent. So this game rests in the hands of Jairin Zhao. And that's it. Thanks for playing, Republic of Korea. No test for this young Chinese team who continue to destroy the competition. They get this one done before the limit, 21-13, 2:12 still left on the clock. As Jairin Zhao shows the touch from the charity stripe. No problem for China as they continue to roll here in Singapore. Hats off to the Republic of Korea. who came out and played well. Showed a lot of fight in getting to this quarterfinal stage, but only the best of the best of the best continue to move on with a medal at stake, a gold medal. A gold medal, by the way, that if you win, you'll directly qualify for next year's World Cup. A lot is at stake here in Singapore as we take a look back at the highlights. And you get to see, look at exactly how China is able to dominate in the way that they do. Even when they're facing a smaller, quicker team, they are the definition of what you would want in a 3x3 team in terms of balance, physical balance. Not too big, but not too small. So they average about 6'7" in height. That gives you some dexterity on the perimeter that allows you to defend in the post. They're interchangeable in screening situations. They got long arms, so they defend you really well. And they got 4 shooters as well. So, I mean, it is absolutely a potent combination, a toxic concoction of a 3x3 team that we've seen every team really struggle with. The Republic of Korea, just the next one in line. 6-point lead at that point. It would get much better for China and much worse for the Republic of Korea. As you can see, a 7-point game. Minsu Park took him on the carousel one time. Whee! Nice play for him. But China was not going to be denied. Even when they missed, they found a way to find the ball. And when they found the rock, they put the round thing in the round thing. That is what they do. Now, they make their way to the semifinals. We find out who they play next in the next men's. We know that they're going to play Australia. We're going to know our next quarterfinal, our next semifinal matchup once we get back to the men's action. It's going to be Australia and China. I cannot wait for that one because the Aussies are big too. That might be the game of the day in the first men's semifinal. That is coming up later on today. We're going to continue to roll through the quarterfinals in a bit, but we're going to take a brief break. We won't get started again for another 10 minutes. We'll get it back over to the women's quarterfinal action. Mongolia and Australia are on deck, followed by Chinese Taipei and Indonesia. So take a 10-minute break. We're back to it from here in Singapore in 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Give it up, y'all, for the Alberix Singapore Cheer Dance School. Yeah, come on, y'all. Let's go, DJ Last. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey! Ow! It's going down. We are now in the quarterfinals. So just to sum up our advance in our first women's quarterfinal game. Games. Moving on to the semifinals, we have Team Japan versus Team China for our women's semifinal game 1. And for our men's semifinal game 1, we have Team Australia versus China. Coming up next, Team Mongolia versus Team Australia in the women's category. And the winner of this game will advance to the semifinals. And of course, we'd like to acknowledge the Active SG Basketball Academy kids for welcoming all the teams to the court. Anyone wants to take a selfie and do a shout out for your favorite team or player, just scan the safety QR code that you can find in the back of the sheet.
All right, all right, all right. We are back as we get back to quarterfinal action. This is the women's bracket. We already see that Japan and China will lace them up against each other as those rivals will clash yet again. You look at the top of the bracket, we got Mongolia and Australia on deck, as well as Chinese Taipei and Indonesia. A couple of teams in Mongolia and Australia who have had great success at the Asia Cup. Really more for the men, speaking of Mongolia, than the women. The Mongolian women haven't medaled at the Asia Cup since 2013. That was a silver medal. You know, Australia, they're the reigning champs, okay? We know that. But this is not the same team that won gold 2019, so 3 years ago. Different team, coming in with a 1-1 record is this Australian team, but they are loaded. We'll get to meet them in a moment, but we'll meet this Mongolian team that feature a couple of Olympians. Here comes one of them, Serencom Munksaikan, who took a shot to the nose yesterday. She comes out, she's looking okay today. She can continue to take her model photos. She's joined by Aryan Setseg Bat Erdeen, Bolar Erdeen Ba'atar, and last but not least, the Olympian flag bearer herself, Kulan Anolbatar. So this is Team Mongolia Get a look at them. They are the #1 seed in the entire competition. Got a direct spot to the main draw, and they've managed to make their way here. They got an overtime win over Thailand, 13-12, and they beat Uzbekistan 15-12 to come out of group play unbeaten. Now, as they lace them up against the Aussies here, you get to meet this Australian team that come in 1-1. They handled the Kiwis of New Zealand easily, 21-11, not a problem, but they did have some problems against China. They lost that one 12-20. So they come in again 1-1. A balanced team, by the way. Their leading scorer, Lauren Stacy Mansfield. She's got 9 points. Lauren Scherf, the last to enter the court here. Scherf with 8 points. Annalise Sarah Maley with 7, and Marina Whittle with 9 points. So that speaks to the balance that this team has. Mansfield's a league vet, coming off season-ending ankle injury. But Mansfield is a sharpshooter, and again, tied for the leader and the scoring category. That's kind of what she is the leader. And from what I hear, one of the nicest people. Tight handles, can pass the ball. Keep an eye on Maley in this one. She's had a little stint in the WNBA. Anna Lee, Sarah Maley, that is. That's Kulan Anobatar, who we'll talk about right now. There's Kulan. Young, dynamic success at 22 years old, already an Olympian. She is the team's second leading scorer. There's Annalise Sarah Maley, 23 years old. I mentioned a stint with the WNBA Chicago Sky. She's actually the rebounding queen in the Aussie League. Can you believe she averages almost 16 rebounds per game? That was last season in WNBL. Finished the season as the league MVP and her team MVP. She's added a 2-point shot to her game, and she's a pretty tough guard, I must say. All right, it is time to get to business. Are you ready? I hope so. All right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, X3.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Saren Calm will get it to Bola Erdeen. Bola Erdeen trying to make the scoop work. No, Maley's got the cookie in hand. She's harassed. Kulan off of her. All right, here's Mansfield. She is the Ridgy Didge. Zero game. Aryan Setseg. She's going to airmail that. Australia in their traditional green and yellow. Maley will inbound it, top of the key. And a quick foul on White. Mongolia had to wipe away some early struggles. They took them overtime to get that win over Thailand. But I think we saw even earlier today with Thailand losing in their quarterfinal game. They got a lot of fight in them, so maybe that was more indicative of how tough of a team Thailand is. But Mongolia admitted they were a little bit out of sync that first game. They looked better against Uzbekistan. But I'm telling you, this Aussie team is different than both of the teams they faced. You see Scherf's face, her reaction to that yell? She's like, chill out, sister. There's Maley. Took her on a drive to the rim, dropped her off. The Aussies strike first. Saren Calm. She didn't have the right flavor scoop. Short shot is sent back by Scherf. Scherf gets that ball moving around the perimeter. She's going to set a screen. Mansfield's going to take advantage of it. Mansfield on the move, and she's hacked. So Mansfield will get a chance to shoot. She strokes it at the line. Two zip right out of the gates. Long ball missed. Down to Scherf. It's greatly improved for the Lynx this past year. Unfortunately, her team lost in the grand final series. She does not miss on an opportunity with her jump hook. 3-zip lead, and Scherf cannot get the rebound that time. That foul called on Kulan. And Anobatar doesn't understand the call. Official Gain says calm down. You're going to get a warning this time. It'll be a technical next time. So Mongolia may be a little bit frustrated here. In the first minute and a half, they have not been able to put the ball in the bucket. And they've been having to deal with that. Man. Stopping Scherf that's a tall task. Lauren Scherf, 6'4". As I mentioned, she's always been on the fringe of the Opal squad, just waiting to burst through. She was an injury sub. She led her WNBL team with Sammy Whitcomb, Marina Whittle, and the USA 3x3 Olympic gold medalist Jackie Young. How do I have all this information? My good friend Lily. Hello, Lily. Thank you. Scherf's going to make the second free throw. 2-ball, corner. No. Whittle. She's going to get the dribble. Fires it down low to Scherf. Scherf can't score it. Maley, though, she sticks with it, and she sticks to lay. It's 7-0. The Aussies all over the Mongolians. Sarenkam flips it over her shoulder to Aryan Setseg. And the Mongolians are out of sync right now. They are certainly frustrated. The Aussies defending their gold medal with great fervor. Yeah, I went into the thesaurus for that one. Offensive foul. One of few mistakes on the gals in green so far. Here's Kulan. Aryan Setseg, look at the arc on that two release. It's still going. Down low, tipped away. But look at the activity from the Aussies, though. They continue to stick with it. And Whittle, excuse me, is able to put that one up and in easily. So 8-0. It don't look good. Mongolia need to get something going quick. There's a 2-ball released, and Sarenkam hopes that two is going to ignite the Mongolians. They're down 6. Mansfield, she wants a bucket, but the stroke is broke. Oh, what a Oh, almost. Almost doesn't count. Would have been a beautiful play. Just out of reach. So Whittle will set back up for Australia. Here's Whittle. Swings it. They got Scherf down low. Stopping her is like trying to drown a shark. The bigs for Australia on the men's and women's team. I say the same thing of them both. What are you going to do? It's nearly impossible. Mansfield will drive. The scoop is no good. But Mongolia mishandled it, so the ball's going to go back over the green. TV timeout. 7-point lead for the Aussies. Looking good in their title defense. Although this is a much different squad than what you're used to seeing from Team Australia. Look back at some of the damage that has been done. And it doesn't really matter which team, Australia fields. Once the pandemic passed and they started to get back in the 3x3 groove and they recommitted themselves to the game, they became they are what they are. But you remember the 2019 team that had Beck Cole and Maddie Garrick and Alice Kunik, Hannah Elizabeth Zavich on that team. They got it done, and this team is trying to do the same thing as Sheriff continues to count it up. Aryan Setseg to Anol Batar. Kulan sets the table, but they don't finish the dish. No dessert for you either. Whittle, pull up J. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Meili will clean up the leftovers. And that one turned over by Mongolia as the frustrations continue to mount. And the lead balloons for the Australians. Nice spin move. But it was a wild spin. It's like a Tasmanian devil. Got to do it under control. Kulan, she puts that one up in the atmosphere. It comes down empty. And a foul. Think back to previous teams for the women's squads who again took gold in 2017 and 2019. They settled for bronze in 2018, the women did. Meantime, Sarencom cannot find the stroke, but you think of other players along the line that have helped Australia have success. Keely Frawling. What's up, Keely? Carly Smith. These are all names that I think back over the years, and it's like, wow, I got a chance to cover these games. I'm getting kind of old. That 2007. Oh, my goodness. That was an aggressive spank. A naughty block. A 9-point advantage, and it's another block. Another possession, another block. So the Australians' defense is tighter than aerobics clothes. They're giving them no room to breathe. Once they do get some, there's Sarencom. She's got both 2-pointers made for Mongolia, so she's responsible for all 4 points, and the Olympian will go back to work to the baseline. She's going to drop it off to Aryan Setseg, but she couldn't squeeze it. Still a 7-point difference in this game. Now, Meili down low, misses it. Scherf will hand it off to Whittle. Whittle pulls the trigger. It's a misfire. Kulin Olabantar to Sarencom. The two Olympians trying to make something happen. Oh, no, she packed it like a sack lunch. Have a nice day. Don't forget your juicy. Whittle underneath. My mom used to say that to me. Don't forget your juicy. The little sun, the little, you know what I mean. You put the straw in it. Don't make me feel alone here. 11-4. You have any idea how weird it is talking to you? Oh my goodness, somebody hit the deck. Is that Sarencom? Yeah. Sarencom is still down. And looks like she's holding. Not sure what she injured, but she's going to take her time to get up. So hoping she's going to be okay. It's been a physical last couple of days for Serencom Muksaikan. I mentioned she got hit in the nose yesterday, and now she's up. She's going to head to the bench and recover for the moment. Let's see exactly what happened there. Okay, she just got caught up and hit the inleo floor. Maybe a hip kind of hurting her a little bit. In any case, we get back to it as Anol Batar will start the possession, sets the screen. Aryan Setsek comes around, hand down. She couldn't knock it down. Meili will move. Dime time. She threaded the needle better than your granny does with her sewing kit. 13-4. Kicked out. Aryan Setsek. Oh, halfway down. Look at Meili. Give me that cookie. She wants her sweets. Jump ball. That possession will go to the Aussies. Meili will check it up at the top of the key and get to work. Meili swings it right. She's going to go to the corner. Great spacing from Australia. They constantly putting pressure on the defense by staying active. They're always moving. Very little stagnation to the offense. That's why they're leading this game by 10. And there's an interior feed that leads to the lay. But it's been a long day for the Aussies. For the Mongolians. Scherf misses the crib. Misses it again. And oh, man. They need to issue an Amber Alert. They was missing everything. And Meili, she's able to make the short ranger. From long range, Serencom couldn't hit it. Now she might be in trouble. Scherf is just too sizable. The lead is also sizable. 16-5. Long ball high in the air, and it comes up short. Mansfield comes away with it. Thought about shooting, and instead she wants to get to Scherf. Scherf misses the hook. Mongolia will attack now. They're trying to work that pick and slip again. Serencom, and there's the pass right there. She put that through a mouse hole. As Scherf will go to the post. She misses. Meili gets the rebound, but Meili's called for the push in the back. No shoving in line. Now you go to timeout. Matter of fact, we'll all go to timeout. Think about it for a moment. It's 16-6. The Mongolians need to employ the help of Olivia Pope or somebody with some special powers, because this game is out of hand and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon. They need to send a smoke signal, write SOS on the court. Otherwise, their day is going to end early. The Aussies with 5 points to go to move to the semifinals. If they can finish this thing off, they're going to be going just there again. Aaron Setsek. Serencom, she likes that spot. Oh, yeah, she's got the range. And she knocks it down 16-8. She's responsible for 6 of the 8 points for Mongolia. Give her the ball again. Why not? Serencom making her move to the left. She's going to get the screen from Aryan Setsek. Flips it over her shoulder like a backpack, and Aryan Setsek is able to make it count. 7-point game. Mongolia getting some love from the crowd. Oh, she broke her down like a mechanic. Why? Finished it off on the inside. Serencom. Another, precision pass, but the crib was blown. Leads to a 2-look from the corner. It misses, but Scherf is too tall, but also too strong on the shorty. Serencom lost it in. Another setup. That ball is tied up. Good defense there from Whittle. That's what Whittle does. She's been playing hoops for a while. Her mom was an Australian Opal. And Whittle's been a part of Aussie's 3x3 team before in training camps. Always been a good role player in the WNBL. Let's look back at some of the highlights in this one. There's some defense for you from Sharp, but persistence pays off. Aryan Setseg is able to get the score. Mongolia showing some life here late, but not nearly enough. It's just a matter of time as Australia lead it by 8. Quarterfinal action here, the final day of play. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, in your ear, at 3x3 The Voice. If you want to follow me, you better follow Whittle. She says, look at my tail lights. Aryan Setseg, she's going to make the move. She's got nowhere to go because of a foul on Green.
And Team Australia now a little more fast again. However, they are 3 points away from victory. Mongolia ball.
18-9 game. That ball is deflected. Kulan. Oh, how does she end up with that pass? Bola Erdine. She puts the cookie in the cup and then defends well on the interior. Maybe a series of twos can make this interesting. Saren Calm, the stroke was broke. She's going to follow it up with another miss. Kulan is arguing that it should be Mongolia ball. Uh-oh, she better be careful. They've already got a warning. And the technical will be coming next with 1:15 to play. The Mongolians are going to fight all the way to the end. There's the vanilla scoop for you. Mansfield. Kulan sets the screen. Bola Erdine will get it over to Aryan Setseg. Aryan Setseg attacking Meili, but she sends her packing again. Have a nice trip. 19-10. Whittle will flick the wrist, back iron. Ball back over to the Mongolians. Kulan feeds it inside. Aryan Setseg, she has good vision. Does Bola Erdine have good precision? Not on the shot. That's another foul on the rebound, number 8 on Mongolia. 2 free throws at the line could put this one away as Australia have 19. 2 makes is all it will take. First of 2, Mansfield, all nylon. And the second one goes begging, but Scherf, she's going to collect the rebound, and Meili will put it away. So the Aussies say, let's hit the frog and toad. Straight on to the semifinals. Take another look as that lands right in the lap of Annalise Sarah Meili, and she will put the cookie in the cup for the last time here in the quarterfinals. So Australia seem to be well in step as they defend their gold medal from 3 years ago. They are on to the semifinals. We find out next who they will be meeting in the semifinals. But first, let's get it over to Tristan Levelet.
Lauren, congratulations on the win. Australia came out aggressive and in attack mode. Are they the keys for this team?
Absolutely. I think after last game we really wanted to come out aggressive, be on the front foot from the start, and I think we did that, and I think it paid off. We got a good start.
This is a new look Australia team. Do you think you guys are building chemistry now? Or?
I think absolutely. I think we've all played together in the WNBL, but I think we're still getting used to each other, getting used to the game as well. But yeah, I think every game we're building chemistry, both on and off the court as well.
Congratulations and good luck in the semi-final.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, they played a little bit before, but admittedly still are developing chemistry. I don't think you need a microscope to see the chemistry that they have already. See what I did there? Microscope chemistry. Whew, keep up. Let's look back at the highlights, y'all. We having some fun. That was not a lot of fun for the Mongolians. They had their backs against the wall from the very beginning. as the Aussies were applying pressure on the interior. This was an 11-2 game before we were even at the midway mark. That was the second two-bomb from Serencon that gave her team a little bit of inspiration. But that inspiration left quickly as the score continued to tally up. Look, Ma, one hand. Meili with the lefty scoop. Mansfield pull up J, missed. No worries, I got your back, sis. Meili cleans up the mess. 14-4 game at this point, and the Mongolians started to try to employ that pick and roll game. It started to work a little bit. They needed it to work a lot bit, which was not the case. For everything that they did, Australia had an answer for it. Credit Serencon for really shooting the ball with great confidence there down the stretch. Had a couple of nice passes, too, to set up some scores on the inside. But it just too much from this Australian attack. They hit them from all angles. And even on the last miss, Meili takes the feed. Easy breezy. The Aussies are into the semifinals. So we are rolling right through this fifth and final day of play. In case you didn't know, we're playing for a gold, silver, and bronze medal here at the 5th edition of the Asia Cup. First time back in Singapore since 2010. So happy to be here. Should also mention that if you take gold here at this event, you automatically qualify to the World Cup next year. Now, that's important because if you medal at the World Cup, you qualify your team to the Olympic Games that are going down in Paris 2024. This is the step before the step. Do you get what I'm saying? Keep up with me. It's coming fast. Next contest in front of us is another women's quarterfinal. This will decide the semis once and for all. We have Chinese Taipei and Indonesia. Chinese Taipei will take the court first. We saw the men's Chinese Taipei team who brought some excitement, but ultimately were not able to move on. Now we'll see what this Chinese Taipei women's squad can bring. There they are, giving us the peace sign. Hello, Hung Ting Kuo, Shi Han Shu, Ye Ti Wang, and Chi Ying Chen. The 4 representatives for Chinese Taipei. Now, they will have to go up against Indonesia. They got Augustine Ritong, Dia Lestari, Kimberly Pierre-Louis, Adelaide Castilla, Wang Saharjo. A little early introduction. Don't worry, they'll all be here pretty soon. Uh-oh, 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 oh no, no, uh-oh, uh-oh. That's what people start saying when I start singing. Uh-oh, oh no, no, oh no, no. It ain't gonna stop. And there's your top bucket getter, Kimberly Pierre-Louis. She has been a one-woman wrecking crew. She and Dia Lestari star on this team that come in with a 4-0 record. Oh, excuse me, a 3-1 record. The only loss that they suffered was to Japan. That was to start off pool play. They lost that one by 2, but they bounced back in a big way with a 21-15 win over Singapore in a game that, again, that we saw absolutely taken over by Pierre-Louis. She scored 16 points. Yes, you heard me correctly. She scored 16 points in that game against Singapore. Ridiculousness. That's how much of a bucket she is. That's why her nickname on Instagram is She Gets Buckets. Now there's Lestari. Dia, 24 years old. Huge, huge, huge part of what this team does. Lestari, the second leading scorer on this Indonesian team. We're going to see what they bring this time around. Chinese Taipei, a balanced attack. Chen is leading the way along with Sin Quan Lin. I mean, not Sin Quan Lin, excuse me. 9 points for Chen. She's by herself there. But Wang, UT Wang is right behind her with 8 points as the 2 leading scorers for Chinese Taipei. We're going to see if they have enough firepower to keep up with Kimberly Pierre-Louis, who leads all scores in the women's category. 22 points for her, averaging 11 points per game. And of course, that's big 16-point effort for her in their last contest in group play against Singapore. Keyed her start, all right? They've been playing since the qualifying draw. So they come in with 3 games under their belt. Indonesia, Chinese Taipei were a direct qualifier. No, excuse me, they played in the qualifying draw too. It's been a long 5 days. I can't remember everything. 0-0 it is. And that one is stuck on the inside. Chen, the leading scorer, adds another to her total. Augustin, she wants to get it down low. Kimberly Pierre-Louis, she took her on the merry-go-round, but she's betrayed. In and out it goes. Oh, the deception. 1-0. Wang. She wings it from the top of the key. Back iron. The ball's going to stay with White. Chen making her move. She puts up the mid-ranger. And she's on target like a red dot. 2-0. Chinese Taipei out of the gates. Kuo is the top bucket getter on this Chinese Taipei team. I forgot about what she had been doing. So the other two with 9 and 8 apiece, trailing Kuo. Again, 12 points. Fadeaway is a no-go. Up top, Lestari. Lestari has it, her pocket picked. I can't even speak correctly. Turn around, sauce. Chen with the teriyaki. Pierre-Louis goes around the back like a gossiper. 3-1 as Indonesia get on the board first. Get on their first time on the board. Chinese Taipei with the early 3-0 lead until that last bucket. Pierre-Louis misses that one. Comes back to her. Pierre-Louis decides to drop that one off. Good decision. Leads to a score to make up for the missed free throw. A warning, though, on the inside is you cannot defend in that semicircle. Restricted area. Warning the first time. But it'll be a technical the next time. Fed on the inside. Up fake. Chen getting dizzy with it. Couldn't land it. There she is. Pierre-Louis evens the game at 3 apiece. Pierre-Louis kicks it out. Augustin, she wants to get it to Kim. Pierre-Louis, up step. Get out of my way. She delivers like Uber Eats. 4-3. She continues to eat as Indonesia lead it by 1. Xiu starts the possession here for Chinese Taipei. Oh, Wang can't handle it. Xiu makes the move, whips it to Wang. Wang, she got 2 toes behind the line, and she tickles the twine. 5-4. Long distance strike, baseline drive. Lestari couldn't get the score, but she will get a trip to the free throw line. Tia Lestari coming in with 8 points out of pool play. She's going to knock down the free throw. 24-year-old Indonesian sensation. Long ball's too long. It's Kimberly Pierre-Louis. Oh, she's in her bag like cosmetics. 6-5. Pierre-Louis is going to check out. Adelaide is going to check in. Well, actually, each team is going to step off the court. We have a TV timeout and a one-point contest. So a good one so far. I mentioned some of the fight that we've seen from Indonesia throughout this tournament and what they've done up to this point. Remember, in the qualifying draw, they were down by 7 points late against Republic of Korea. Looked like they were done, and Lestari and Pierre-Louis led a 7-0 run late. They were down 6. 7-0 run late, and ended up taking that win to earn a spot into the main draw. And obviously, once they got into the main draw, it hasn't been all gravy, losing to Japan, but they got the win over Singapore, and they've done it because they've had this no give up type attitude, and it also helps to have the women's leading scorer in Kim Pierre-Louis. Let's just keep it real. Oh, Lestari called for the foul. Wang, cross, scooped it over, couldn't connect on the pass. It'll be black ball. One-point lead for the Indonesians. Lestari looking to go to work. Good active hands there from Chan in the passing lane. Indonesia's lead is at 1. Pierre-Louis missed it, point blank range. She's going to get it back, and she continues to destroy whoever's in front of her. 7-5, step back, off the iron. Pierre-Louis will snag the rebound. Pierre-Louis, she's getting buckets like KFC. Picking up where she left off. Last time out, she had 16 points. She's going to mess around and be the top scorer of the entire event. She keeps up at this pace. Up fake, drive on the baseline, slick behind the back, another up fake. Augustin, she can't get it in. Stays a 3-point lead for Indonesia. That ball is kicked to the corner. 2 was released, no. That foul on Black. Pierre-Louis climbing over the back of whoever was trying to box her out there. Down low they go. And Pierre-Louis, she's double teamed. 3 in the key is called. All right. Here come Chinese Taipei, still very much in this game. They got to find some consistent offense. They get it to their leading scorer. Kuo with the size on the inside. She's able to put it up and in. 1 possession game. Pierre-Louis is down. Spin move. Kuo sticks with it. And she puts the round thing in the round thing. We got a 1-point game. Oh, that pass intercepted. As Pierre-Louis says, throw it up. Oh, she took her to spin class. 8-8. Pierre-Louis chunks the deuces. So all of a sudden, this early lead that Indonesia built is now gone. We're locked in an 8-8 tie with 4:31 to play. Things can change quickly. Jab step, gone. Not so fast. Augustine says wait, talk to the hand. Now Augustine making her move, goes left, drops it off. Lestari, soft hand. She's able to put that in. Chang from long range, Cha-Chang. Chinese Taipei with a 1-point advantage after that two-piece. Out of lane, she has it thrown back. It's like the greatest hits record. So how about Chinese Taipei tightening up on defense? Showing a ton of fight here. Some offense and some defense. The entry pass to Kuo. Coming in on the pool play, their leading scorer with 12 points. And she's proven hard to stop. Chinese Taipei, the 3 seed. In the men's competition, that is. And the women's competition, they come in as the 5 seed. They start with the possession here. They want to get it down low. Wang on the attack. Oh, nice cut. Finds Kuo, streaking to the rim. This is why it's important to be active off the ball. Pierre-Louis misses the crib. Down low, Pierre-Louis, count it up, count it up, count it. And a travel is called, 3:30 to go. Pierre-Louis setting up shop. Pierre-Louis, she delivers like the 9th month. 4th foul on Chinese Taipei. And all she does is get buckets. I'm not sure I've seen many players as offensively dominant as she's been throughout this tournament. Here, day 5, the same thing. Oh, she just got crossed, though. Oh, she crossed her like an X. That relationship ended. 12-11. Kuo, that's going to have a place in the highlight reel. They defend well. I like this Kuo Pierre-Louis matchup. Augustine makes her move to the right. She's got Lestari cutting, but they want to get it to Pierre-Louis. She gets buckets. She got dizzy with it. And her motion sickness probably caused that miss. Good thing for her, it's cleaned up underneath. We're tied at 12 apiece. Hashu pulls up, missed it bad. Ball falls right in the lap of Ching. And a shot clock violation. They don't get it up in time. Boom, 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 boom. Adelaide making a move to the right. She's going to get it to Lestari. Guess who they're going to give the ball to? They're going to get it to Pierre-Louis. She missed it, though, and then delivers a foul. So although she gets buckets, she does not get a bucket there. She will get a rest this time. .229 to go. Who you got? They are neck and neck heading down the stretch right here. Whoa, she wants the ball. She's going to get it on the left elbow. Swings it out. They shoot. Yep. She skipped with it. She looks over at the other official. Vanessa's like, yeah, I saw it too. Really? Yes. We all did. So back to Indonesia. Augustine slick with it, but couldn't finish it. Whoa. Oh my goodness, that was tornadic, but she couldn't finish. Adelaide making the move. Adelaide, she'll drop it off. Augustine tries to step through, experiences some contact, and still lands the shot. 1 point advantage for Indonesia. That ball is going to be tied up, and that's going to be Indonesia rock with 1:46 to go. They earn the possession with some strong defense. Pierre-Louis looks like she's about to check back in, and she does. And timeout on the floor. Chinese Taipei call the timeout. They want to talk it over. It is crunch time, like we opened a bag of potato chips. Look back at that last make. Tough bucket there from Augustine. She's a tough guard, plays hard. Good touch near the rim. They're going to need every bit of what she can bring for the rest of the way in this one. Whoever get a win here, they're going to go on and meet Australia in the semifinals. So as we get back to it, they get it down to Kimberly Pierre-Louis. She gets buckets, and there is another one. Off the glass is Wang. Oh, Pierre-Louis. I want to rock with you. Rocked her on the baseline. Oh, but got hit with the hezzy. Chan pulls up. Back down to Kim. This is going to be a bucket. I'm just telling you in advance. You don't need a tracking number to know where they're going. They're going to the post. So are Chinese Taipei. Indonesia up by 1. Pierre-Louis dominating like Shaq out here. She is a force to be reckoned with. Wang lets it go. It's a no. Crossover, right to left. Augustine can't finish it off. Chan will let it fly. That 2 is a miss. Indonesia with a 17-15 advantage. Pierre-Louis has it poked away. And a whistle on shoot. Otherwise, Indonesia's going to be able to run some clock. So you're going to get, she's holding her hair together in a 2-point game. Pierre-Louis behind the back like an informant. And here's a message for you. We might get a medal out here with Kimberly Pierre-Louis. She stays on like the porch light. Ain't nobody home to stop her either. Pierre-Louis lost her with no way home. Look again. She was toying with her like Happy Meal, and she finished the food. Kimberly Pierre-Louis with another scoring tantrum for Indonesia as she leads her team to a 17-15 win. She's standing by with Rachel Rominger. Let's hear how she feels as her team is heading to the semifinals.
You took the responsibilities on your shoulders and you led this team to semifinals. What does this mean for you?
I mean, it means a lot to me. I mean, I've been with Team Indonesia for 3 years now, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help us win. And, I mean, it's not just me, it's my teammates. You know, they get me open. You know, they make good shots too. So props to them as well.
You brought Team Indonesia this far and a shot to the Asia Cup. Like, what do you think Indonesia right now is like thinking?
I mean, we have a chance to medal now. Let's see how where we end up. You know, definitely eyes on gold medal. China's pretty tough. You know, we'll see. I mean, it'll be a good test against them.
Well, first you're playing actually against Australia.
Yeah.
Any adjustments you need to make?
I mean, yeah, but they're in here. Not gonna say them out loud.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, she's keeping the secrets tight to her vest. She is not a secret at all in this competition. Kimberly Pierre-Louis is a certified bucket, an absolute killer. Nothing can be done to stop her. She's got the power of all the Avengers. I got to go to my bag. I got to figure out a better way to describe her game. She has been far and away the most dominant player in the entire tournament to this point. She was coming off a 16-point game in their last pool play contest. I lost track of how many points she had in this one. I wouldn't be shocked if she had it. She certainly scored in double digits. But just another scoring fit from Kimberly Pierre-Louis as she leads Team Indonesia to a 2-point victory. Of course, she capped it off with a saucy behind-the-back splash. And she got some help from her teammates, too. That's the humility that she shows and the humbleness that she shows. But the truth is, I mean, she beat Chinese Taipei almost by herself. I mean, every bucket is Pierre-Louis in the highlight. This is the last one. She told the defender get lost, and she listened. She caps it with a two-piece. So it's going to be Australia and Indonesia in one semifinal, Japan and China in the other semifinal. So the ladies' side of things is set. The men's side of things is far from settled. We got a couple more quarterfinals to go. That's good news for everybody. We got Mongolia and the Philippines on deck. Those two teams are going to face off here in just a moment, as a matter of fact. Following that game, we'll get Japan against New Zealand, and that'll wrap up our quarterfinal action for the men. Australia and China are already set on the bottom half of the bracket. We're going to see if that young Chinese team can keep the good times rolling against the large Australians. That's going to be a battle of sizable individuals. Looking forward to that one. Looking forward to this next contest, obviously, as well. Mongolia, the #1 seed in the men's competition. The Philippines, who come in 3-1. They are an exciting team as well. And we're going to see what both of them can bring to the table. Out come Mongolia Foist. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Anand Oryambolt, the rising star from Mongolia. 25 years old. He and Delganyam Davasambu leading the way with Dolgun Inkbat and Odgonjergal Sigot. This Mongolian team, not the 4 players, but Mongolia as a country took gold at the Asia Cup in 2017. Dolgun Inkbat on that squad, Dolgurnam Davasambu on that squad. They picked up silver medals in both the 2018 and 19 editions of the Asia Cup. And they come in as the #1 ranked team. They had the benefit of a direct spot in the main draw, didn't have to go through the qualifying draw. Philippines, we did see them in the qualifying draw. And they've shown a ton of fight in getting to this point. We're going to see just how much further they can take it. Philippines coming out with some extra sauce. These dudes got some great offensive players, some great scorers. Ariobu was one of them. Although the top scorer on this Philippines team, it might shock you, is Lervin Flores. Can you believe that? Yeah, Lervin Flores is the top scorer at 10 points per game. Alman Vosotros coming out of pool play. He's right behind him with 9 points. And there they are, Lervin Flores, Rodel De Leon, Joseph Eriubu, and Alman Vosotros representing the Filipino side of things. Winner goes on to the semifinals. As you know, loser is done. Singapore by 4. They came into the main draw with an undefeated record, and they just suffered that hiccup against China. Now they go up against another team that is all about muscle and strength. They want to use that girth against you. There's Davasambu. The Bull puts it on the ground. Here's an interesting stat for you. As Davasambu gives it up and sets up Anand, Davasambu actually made the second most twos of anybody coming out of group play. Davasambu 4 for 7 from 2-point range. He had 12 points and 8 rebounds against India. Anand flotation device working quite well. 2-1. Davasambu, the leading scorer on this Mongolian team. 16 points coming out of group play. And again, that big 12-point, 8-rebound outburst against an undermanned Indian team. Getting still, Mongolia lead it 2-1. Anand Aryambold. He pulls the trigger. There's a foul off the ball, push underneath. Flores, he gets whistled. Philippines have met up with the Mongolians twice. Once at the Asia Cup, and that was back in 2013. Actually beat them. Mongolia coming off a World Cup. Oh my goodness, he tried to, yeah, he wanted a foul called. Anand waiting up top. Dogun to the rim. It's cleaned up. Odgonjergal. He's got Mongolia up 3-1. Flores elevates with the jump hook. Iriobu, he didn't forget the tip. Anand, jab step. He's on the attack again. Aryambold doesn't knock it down that time. Aryambold with 7 points coming out of group play. 25-year-old was just on the World Cup team that we saw a couple of weeks ago in Antwerp, finished 9th. It was not a good showing for the Mongolians. They want to wipe that bad taste out of their mouth, as De Leon couldn't stroke the deuce. 3-2 contest. Aryambold had a man, got it over to him late. Can Jurngal finish it off? He does. Good ball movement. Quick decision there from the Bull. Vosotros, Allman couldn't knock it down. He's a dangerous offensive player for the Filipinos. Anand driving, little strong. Look how high Allman got on that rebound. He's got the hops of a flea. 5'10", but he can get up there. Going nowhere, we ain't. Okay, we can get back to it. Ariobu had to put something on the bench. I'm not sure what it was. De Leon. Vosotros. He's got one of the best defenders in the league in front of him. Ariobu, he cares nothing of it. 2 to the head. It's 4-4. Inkbot drives and drops it off. Gunjagal puts it up and in. Mongolians take a 1-point advantage. Ariobu. He's playing with his food. He doesn't finish it though. So Davasambu will take over. He's not afraid to shoot that 2. He tries to feed it down low, and Vosotros is called for the foul. Nowhere. And the trio of Vosotros, De Leon, and Flores, as they fall asleep defensively. There's Vosotros with the miss. Flores stepped on the line, but as I was saying, they've led the Tropang Giga to 4-leg championships in level 4 PBA 3x3. Vosotros is the highest ranked player on their team, 10th, and he scored just under 16,000 points. He's won 2 conference scoring champion awards, so when I say he's a bucket, I mean it. Dogun, he pulls up, comes up empty. Ariobu will swing it. Vosotros, he had a good look, but his stroke is broke. Dogun, he recovers it. Has some suffocating defense on the inside. Up top we go. Dogun opens the possession with Mongolia leading by 2. Inkbot behind the back move. He got it packed. Shot clock violation. Excellent defense from De Leon. He said, I ain't got no puso for you. Send him packing. Don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you. 6-4 game. Mongolia trying to hold off the Filipinos. Take another look at some of the action we've seen thus far. Some really unselfish play from Mongolia. Always keep those eyes up, surveying the court, looking to find an open moving target. A perennial contender here for the Mongolian men. Again, back-to-back silvers in the previous 2 editions of the Asia Cup, and of course gold in 2017. Vosotros doing his dance. He's moving quick to the right, but an offensive foul is called on De Leon. So the fouls are adding up on the Filipinos. That is now 5. They got 1 more to give as they trail it again by 2. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, here with you. Going to narrate it all the way until we hand out a gold medal. Davasambu all the way to the rim. Ariobu, he spins, he gets to the rack, and he gets laid. 7-5. Oh, Arianbo lost his footing. Somehow, he's able to pull up. That was just nasty. 9-5. Now De Leon attacking the rim. Look at the adjustment. Mid-air, he changed the placement of the ball and was able to get that thing to fall down. And while earning the foul shot as well. So De Leon could be a big play here for the Filipinos. De Leon stands 6'3". He's 11th in the country in the Philippines in scoring. and he's going to knock it down. Dogun drops it off to Davasambu. Davasambu is going to finish with the lay. Step back, De Leon, he puts another one up. Oh, he tried to go off the glass, couldn't do it. Ogunjogal, he wants to get it down to the Bull. The Bull stepped on the line. 10-7 game, 6 minutes to play. Mongolia in front by just 3. Here comes Vosotros, quick move. He elevates from the left wing. Look at Flores elevating for the rebound. He couldn't get it to go. And that foul called on Davasambu. No argument there from Delgarnyam. Vosotros will have it top of the key. He's ready to get it going. Oh, Flores poked away. He's got a good defender in front of him. Ariobu, he tries to split the defense. Man, he is Malakas. That dude is stronger than no deodorant. 10-8 as he gives the Philippines a chance here. Down by 2, but it's right back up to 3 as Aryan Bold snuck past him for the score. Ariobu, he airmails that one. And that is going to go off of Mongolia. Flores wants a substitution. He says, come get me. He needs a breather. So De Leon, Vosotros, and Ariobu, they will go forward for the Filipinos. Dogun, Davasambu, and Otgonjergal will go forward for the Mongolians. 5:23 to play. And here we go again. Vosotros will swing it. De Leon left alone. Now he's got a double date. 11-10. 2-ball release. That's too strong. Rebound off of Blue. They're pointing fingers. No, it was him. No, it was him. Official Yu Yin is not to be played with. She's going to stick with her call, and that's that. Yu Yin and Eddie Liu. The officials with the whistles in this one. Ogunjogal will start with the possession. Gets it to the Bull. The Bull over to Dogun. Dogun slick behind the back move. He's able to draw the foul. He's got a nice handle on that cookie. And a shooting foul. That's 6. 6 on the Philippines. That means they have no more to give. Dogun. He fires a blank at the stripe. Vosotros. Up fake. Spin move. Scoop-de-doop. That was sweeter than Halo Halo. 11-11. 4:50 to go. $11 apiece. Aryan Bold out. Nobody was home. Let's go. Vosotros. He's going to pull up on you. But the shot is laggy. Anand swings it across. Davasambu. He can't get the right measurements on that release, but he's going to take an easy feed and an easy score to break the tie. Ariobu. He likes to play with his food. Step back. Dogun attacking the rim. Drops it off to Davasambu. Quick clear. Vosotros. He's going to pull the trigger from the corner. He's fouled in the process of the shot. Oh, wait. No. I think that's been signaled on the floor. Huh. So, yeah, that the push came after the release. So here we go. Vosotros. De Leon. He's got some gold at the end of that rainbow. Cash money, 13 to 13. Dabasambu making his way through. He gets the ball up and over Flores' outstretched arms. He will hand it over to Vosotros. Vosotros. Allman. He misses. Look how high Flores got to get that rebound. De Leon, he'll clear it himself. He's being harassed by Dogun. That is tighter than airport security. Vosotros lets it go. Cannot knock it down from deep, but another offensive rebound as the Filipinos will get another chance. And that time Vosotros lands one. Filipinos lead it by one, 15-14. The two answer no. Ogonjogo trying to move some furniture. He misses the hook. Now he wants to get it to the bull. Dabasambu kicks it out. Dogun, he's got it off the holster, but he misses the mark. Ball over to the bull. Dabasambu. 15 up now. So push on Mongolia, 5th foul. And a TV timeout, both teams. They're digging deep here, sucking for wind. They're getting low on those reserves. You got to dig deep. They need all the fuel they can get to go down this final stretch here. Dabasambu, the dude is strong as they come. And he muscles that one up and in. The winner goes on to the semifinals. All right, let's go. We get back to it. Vosotros, he'll start it for the Filipinos. Vosotros to De Leon. De Leon tries to step through, but he is locked up initially. But then a foul is called on the shot attempt. De Leon back up to the line. He can break this 15-15 tie. Shooting just one here, both teams with 16 fouls. De Leon knocks down the free throw. Count it. It was a lane violation, but since he made the shot, it doesn't matter. And had he missed, he would have got another chance. So in that round comes Anand Aryan Bold. Rolls out on him. Oh, how did Dogun end up with that rebound? No, they didn't clear it. Yeah, because possession changed. And they want to take a look at it because obviously Mongolia felt, okay, so look at the replay. And did that change possession? This is a toughie here because Flores and Dabasambu or Dogun actually both are coming down with that. And I'm not sure that clearly changed possession at all. It didn't. That's a great call. That's good officiating. Let's call it what it is. Well, Vosotros will take the ball and start things for the Filipinos. He steps back after faking him like a Gucci bag, and he gets cash. Now Vosotros to Flores. Dogun with 2:26, working with the Philippines, trying to shock the top seed. They're going to be going crazy in Makati if they see this. Oh, not yet. Anand Aryan Bold. He wet him up. It's a 1-point game. Here's Vosotros. He's going for the crossover. Vosotros, long ball, missed it. Dogun comes away with the rebound. Philippines leading by 1. Dogun can take the lead away. Bump and the bucket. Now the Warriors from Mongolia can jump in front as they hear a roar from the crowd. Take another look. Inkbot, the 2017 Asia Cup MVP. Shows the patience and the touch underneath. 7th foul. So 2 free throws after a timeout on the floor. He wants to get a rest. 18-18. The Philippines were just leading by 3. Vosotros is having a spirited conversation with his teammates in the huddle right now. They want to maintain their confidence. Obviously, that last play didn't work in their favor, but they had just built a 3-point lead. There's 2 minutes left in this game. A couple of free throws coming up for Dolgun Inkbot that could give Mongolia game point if he knocks them both down. That's a big if because these are high-pressure free throws. There's the first. It's a miss. So the best that Dolgun can do now is break the 18-18 tie with a make here. And again, just over $2 left in this game. The second free throw, cha-ching. Here's Vosotros. Ariobu, he likes working from that right wing. Jab step, he left him to the cup, he goes. He missed the layup. Dolgun trying to make his move. Otgun Jergal, he's gonna get the score. Mongolia leading by 2. Game point for Mongolia, the number 1 seed. Trying to hold off this pesky Filipino squad as a foul. That's number 7 on Mongolia. So 2 free throws coming up for Alman Vosotros. So here comes Alman Vosotros, a 2-time conference scoring champion. The first of 2 is good money. If he makes this one, it'll come down to the wire. Second one is long, but the rebound goes to the Filipinos. A 2-ball would win it. Alman has just went nuts here in Singapore. The Philippines shocked the top seed, Mongolia, and they have a date in the semifinals. Alman Vosotros hit that one from Quezon City. Unbelievable. Philippines stand up. What a play. What a game. The number 1 seed Mongolia is done. Here's a look at your Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. Vosotros with the final blow like Manny Pacquiao. He delivers it. Big things come in small packages, and he sends Mongolia packing. That is it. Unbelievable. Alman Vosotros wants to hear it from the crowd that is completely converted to Filipino. Astig Yon. As we get it over to Tristan Lavalette, who's standing by with Vosotros right now after that win.
Alman, congratulations on the win.
Thank you,
Did
you.
he call game there?
I'm just shoot it. Every time I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. That's my role in this team.
And are you proud of the team's fighting spirit? It looked like you're about to lose there, but you guys found some fight.
The good thing what happened to the game is we didn't give up. We gave our best.
And what does it mean to win and in front of a lot of Filipino fans? And what would it mean if you guys could win the whole tournament?
To all kababayan, thank you guys so much. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Laking suporta. We really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
How about that? This game of 3x3 is more unpredictable than a Kyrie Irving mood swing. This game had so many swings at the end, we didn't know who was going to win. They went blow for blow, punch for punch. The Philippines took a 3-point advantage, 18-15 late in this contest. And right then and there you thought, wow, they're going to beat the number 1 seed. But Mongolia had something to say about that. They quickly erased that 3-point lead and they took a 2-point lead themselves, went up 18-20 late in this game. These are the early highlights. I'm just cutting to the end of this story because that's what really mattered. This is a part of the back and forth that made up this story between the Philippines and Mongolia. Neither team could really get any comfortable breathing room, no space. Dogun Inkbot doing his thing. De Leon getting his stroke on from deep. Davasa Mbu, the bull on the charge like always. And as this story played on, we knew it was setting up for a dramatic finish. Almond Vosotros hit the 2-ball. This is where Dogun Inkbot would get the bump and the bucket. And Mongolia would actually take a 2-point advantage. This is what we're looking at late. But this no-give-up attitude led to one more shot from Almond Vosotros, who played hero early in this tournament. And that is a shot that they will not soon forget. The Filipinos are on to the semis here in Singapore as they top the top seed. How you love that? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. This is why we love 3x3. We ain't done yet. We still got one more game to decide the semifinal brackets for sure. And that is Japan and New Zealand on deck. So those two teams will get ready to hit the court. The Philippines will prepare themselves to face either of those teams, as we have one more 10-minute sprint before we have a session break. A session break that will keep us all the way until 5:25. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're not going to get into the session break until we get through this game. I want another thriller just like the one we just saw. Please.
Representing Team Japan, number 0.
All right. As we get back to it, we're going to see if they can raise the temperature in this place yet again. Japan come out, a formidable squad, the 2 seed. Saw them at the World Cup just a couple of weeks ago in Antwerp. They finished 19th. They didn't win a game out there. It was not pretty. They don't look like that same team. This Japanese team is different. And out they come, looking like they're ready to go. There's their 4-man crew led by Ryota Yasuoka, the Olympian. He's got 15 points coming out of pool play. And Tomoya Ochai hot on his heels. Both of those two have been keying the scoring effort with Masahiro Komatsu. And last but not least, Ryo Sarohara. Now, here come the New Zealanders, the Tall Blacks. Nick Mick. That's Nicole McCullough. That's the best nickname I got for the moment. We'll come up with something later. See if he can come up with a win. What is that? Oh, they worked on that last night. Okay. Hey. Okay. Look, these dudes got heaps of swag. Is he gritty into the court? Yes, he is. He's a Wally. He is an absolute Wally. Jaden Bazant. I call him JB Smooth. That's Zach Easthope. He's the towering tall black of their 4-man crew. They got all new handshakes, and they're going to give us an all new pose for their album cover. This boy band, we're going to call them the Blackstreet Boys. Question is, can they handle the jandal? Can they handle the jandal? Oh yeah, I've been in my New Zealand bag. Don't worry. This job requires more than just studying the game of 3x3. I'm studying the countries. New Zealand, let's talk about their history. Well, they took a silver medal at the 2015 Oceania Championships. In terms of the Asia Cup, 2017, they got a silver medal. The men have never won gold. Neither have the Japanese men. The closest they've gotten is a bronze medal at the Asia Cup in 2018. So, we will soon see which one of these teams is going to be moving on and have an opportunity to do that here in 2022. Japan and New Zealand have met at only one time in the third place game of the 2018 Asia Cup. And that obviously ended up being a win for Japan because they took a bronze medal there. So there's some history between these two. All right, countdown is on. Our last quarterfinal. New Zealand and Japan for a spot in the semis with the Filipinos waiting. Here we go. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3 in your ear. At 3x3 the voice, Nick quick. Kelvin Poto can't finish the leftovers. Yasuoka down to Sadohara. There's a whistle on that play. Sadohara, the second leading scorer on this Japanese team, by the way. There he is in your screen. 12 points for him. We do have 12-second shot clock, so I was right. Yasuoka swings it over to the worm. Ochai, he's going to feed it down low. Sadohara can't handle the hot ball as it went down there. Here's JB Smooth with the hezzy. There's a push on Black. JB Smooth over to East Hope. JB Smooth to the rack, blew the crib, rebound, give me that. And he missed it again. East Hope, everybody's missing. Bazant left all alone, and the stroke was broke. So neither team able to put the round thing in the round thing. Here we go. Back to Yasuoka, high arc. He's a certified bucket, I told you. Look at East Hope trying to get some space. And Komatsu fouls him. So Zach Easthope will step up and shoot one. Easthope at 203. They're going to call him, his nickname is Big Sexy. I didn't give him that. Chill out. Ochai, the worm, going to the hole. Actually hits the fadeaway. 3-zip, Japan. Offensive foul. That one call on Easthope as Kelvin Poto will check in. Ochai to Sadohara. Sadohara, Yasuoka comes around. Can't hit it. Ochai driving to the rim. Ochai has it swatted. Oh, he didn't clear it anyway. Here's Bazant. Bazant. Oh, with the quick lay. Oh, that one broken up. Pull up, Ochai couldn't put it in his eye. So the ball over to Black. McCulloch down low. Kelvin Poto. He cannot knock it down on the shorty. Yasuoka, precision pass to the worm. The worm These goals ain't loyal. It's poked away. Got to hit the bunnies. In a contest like this, Japan obviously looking to move on. The Japanese women are already into a semifinal. Japan want to stake their claim as Asia's best just like anybody else. Here's McCulloch. Swing through the scoop. It's a no for me, dog. Hey. New Zealand winning a silver medal in 2017 again for their proud nation of 5 million. Oh, Yasuoka hit that one from the Tokyo Tower. He hit that one from Shibuya. 5-1. Bezant trying to answer. Not that time. East Hope going to the spin move. No hope. He has to give it up. McCulloch on the drive. He misses the scoop. Ball comes back to him, and he's going to make that one count. Tall Blacks with their second score of the game. They trail it by 3. Yasuoka, the worm, was trying to get there, but the pass was off target. Here's Bezant doing his dance. Bezant, oh, he faked him. Couldn't make the crib, though. Yasuoka's down, as well as East Hope. Some good defense at the rim. Almost at the 7-minute mark. And East Hope is going to shoot the free throw, not McCulloch. East Hope on target. We got a one-possession game. Komatsu quickly feeds it over to the Worm. The Worm with the baseline set up. Komatsu couldn't find the stroke, so they want to get it down to Kelvin Poto. Instead, nope, McCulloch. The jumper is sus so far. Maybe things will change. Both teams will get a breather now. 6:46 left, and again, a 5-3 game. Kind of touch and go here early. It's exactly what you would expect in a game like this, the final quarterfinal. Look back at some of the action that has defined this game so far. So Japanese with the cookie in hand. Oh, Chai almost had him on the slice pass, just a little out of reach. Down low to Kelvin Poto. JB Smooth drops it off to Kelvin Poto. He's going to finish the dish. He's finished a few dishes in his lifetime, you can see. 5-4, Yasuoka. Man, nearly hit that. Here's McCulloch. Oh, what sauce. That was choice, bro. 5-5. Yasuoka missed it. Ochai, he gets it batted from behind. Kelvin Poto. He'll set the screen. JB Smooth, he's going to release it. And he comes up abbreviated. That bounces to Kelvin Poto, and they didn't clear it. So no bucket. That one changed possession. Kelvin Poto just with a little lapse in judgment right there. We'll take another look at JB Smooth letting it fly. Does nick the rim, goes off of Ochai, but Ochai had possession of that when he saved it. So that's the explanation that I'm going to give. I'm going to stick to it. So the Olympian Yasuoka, he'll swing it over to Sadohara. Back to Yasuoka. Yasuoka with the stroke, bruh. Yasuoka is emptying the clip. It's 7-5. JB Smooth misses the crib. He better get out there and defend. He has to watch the two released. East Hope is held down. Kelman Poto gets it to JB Smooth. JB Smooth, he gets some daylight, and that release was smoother than a baby's bottom. 7-7. Pocket pass to Sato Hara. He can't finish on the left side of the rim, so the attack continues for the Tall Blacks. Bazant, he drops it off. No. The Worm trying to get to the hole on JB Smooth, and he put him on the bucket list. 8-7. East Hope has it cleared. Over to Kelman Poto. He's directing traffic. He wants to hit JB Smooth. Bazant, step back. He needed some space. He's claustrophobic. Two-piece, no biscuit. And he's going to get hit with a technical because he felt like he should have got an and one. So Bazant's he's got to calm down. So Tomoya Ochai will shoot with the left, and he's going to miss. So Bazant will get the explanation from Edmund Ho. Offensive foul called on White. 8-8 game. Hey, it's been a good start to this this final day of play, eh? The quarterfinal's been lit. East Hope making his move. Going down to the torture chamber, trying to work on Ochai, but he gets called for the travel. He's the bass player in this boy band. Bazant's the lead singer. Kelman Poto is the drummer. And McCulloch is the secondary singer. Bazant takes the feed, and he earns the foul. On the way to the line he goes. Bazant making his transition into 3x3. He's 26 years old. Nobody on the squad over 27. Kelman Poto and East Hope, the most experienced of the two. McCulloch also with 9 international caps, so these dudes have been playing. Bazant is the new kid on the block. No pun intended with the boy band jokes, but you see what I mean. He knocks down the free throw. Tall Blacks are in front by 1. Ochai will get over to Yasuoka. Yasuoka is in his range without the rover keys. 10-9. Bazant, he missed it. East Hope, he's going to follow it with a miss. And they missing like those 2 screws you need. Oh. East Hope and Ochai getting physical over there on the sideline. Two free throws to come. That's the 7th foul on the Tall Blacks. Ochai with the, that was a unique pose after shooting that shot. Ochai knocks it down. 3-point lead for Japan. Oh, McCulloch, little stop and go, hit him with the glitch. And once the game unfroze, he was at the rim. Sato Hara from deep. Bazant climbs high for the board. Bazant, he's feeling it. He wants to give Kelman Poto a chance to fill it too. And he's down there beating people up like Tamara Morrison. Nope. Kicks it over to Ochai. Ochai, offensive foul call. He did use that off arm to try to clear some space. He necked him. We got a 1-point lead for Japan. 3:26 left. Last quarterfinal. We just saw fireworks as the Philippines shocked the Mongolians. I don't think if either team won here would be a shock. This is a 2-5 seed matchup. Japan the 2 seed. But New Zealand has proven themselves to be capable of competing amongst the best. And Japan certainly qualify. East Hope bullets it to McCulloch. He wants to get it down to the post office. That one skipped over to McCulloch. He cannot finish the pass. East Hope drops it over to Nick. Nick is going to put it in. Dozen apiece. Yasuoka being defended by McCulloch. Up top, Komatsu will give it back to their top gun, Yasuoka. Way off. And Yasuoka looking at his hand. Don't blame it on your hand. Ochai, late in the shot clock. Touches nothing. Violation will give it back over to the Tall Blacks. McCulloch making his move. McCulloch will pull up mid-range. All net, all wet. That pass to Komatsu. He's able to corral it, but it's smack back at him. Here's Bazant driving like an Uber employee. 14-12. Pokes it away. That's quick hands from JB Smooth. Yasuoka making his move. He's going to get a look. Yasuoka chunks the deuces. But that rim had a cap on it that time as it rolled out. JB Smooth. Oh, come dance with me. You got to get the choreography right, though. 16-12. Ochai. That one is confiscated. He took his ball like the gym teacher. Games are over with. Inside, Kelvin Poto couldn't put it in. And the shot clock wasn't restarted. That was some great awareness from Edmund Ho. So I do believe it's going to be Tall Black's ball. We'll see just how many seconds they'll have to shoot in a 16-12 game. New Zealand. A lot of hoop left to be played here, just so you know. Make sure you're following us on social media, by the way. Use the hashtag 3x3Asia. Follow us at FIBA 3x3. Follow me at 3x3 The Voice. We get back to it. McCulloch weaving through the paint. He does not get the basket. Ochai will try to clear it himself. Ochai. He's going to drop it off. Sadohara with the move, but East Hope sends him home. Oh, look at this passing. Whoa, that was a heck of a collision right there between Yasuoka and McCulloch. McCulloch is still down. So they'll get out and wipe that off the court, but you can see both players get tied up and they hit the Inleo. It's going to be Japan ball as they turn that one over. Much thanks to our floor staff here. They get the work done quickly. We got 1:35 left in this game. New Zealand with a 4-point advantage. Yasuoka got the look. Goes off the iron. Kelvin Poto will track down the rebound. Poto. He'll get down to the block. East Hope. He misses it. That's a nice feed. Ochai will put it up. 2 to your eye. East Hope gonna need some Visine. 16 of 14. Kelman Poto try to sneak the ball over. And here's where New Zealand have to maintain their composure. They had a 4-point advantage. They don't have to panic. What they have to do is take care of the possessions. Japan's looking for life here, and they've got plenty of it. Thanks to the worm himself, Tomoe Ochai. Unlike his idol Dennis Rodman, he can knock down a 2 from time to time. So here we go. We will get back to this one. It's looking like it's going to be another thriller without the red jacket and zippers. 2-point game, Tall Blacks in front. Ochai going to work from the left wing. They almost threw it away. Now they're late in the shot clock. They're against the gun. Yasuoka, no. That ball ends up in East Hope's hands. He's going to get over to McCulloch. McCulloch's had a great game. McCulloch with the step back. No, could knock it down. Here's Yasuoka. He's going to get some space. Komatsu just sitting there waiting on the wing, but his stroke was broke. That's going to be black ball. 26 seconds left. Both teams in a penalty here. And it's a timeout for Japan. So, look, I'm no hooper, but if I'm New Zealand here with 26 seconds left, I don't think you play not to lose. Playing not to lose would be simply holding the ball, wasting time, but this is a one-possession game. I do think they use the clock, but if they have an opportunity to score, that takes priority. If you can get a score here, that makes it a 2-possession game, and Japan would have to touch it twice to really have a shot. So I'm not milking the clock here if I'm the Tall Blacks. I'm attacking with caution. See what I mean? All right. They're going to use a little bit of time. JB Smoove with the dribble drive. JB Smoove, high arc. Couldn't knock it down, but the ball likes him. Finds his way back. He says, clear it out. Clear it out. ISO. JB Smoove. He's going to shoot with the clock ticking down. JB Smoove. He misses it, and it's a shot clock violation. So East Hope he's all smiles now. He said he was trying to challenge. You can't challenge that. They're going to look and see how much time should be left. So it is a shot clock violation. There's it's Yasuoka. They got to hit a 2 to tie, or we're looking at a Tall Black win. Ochai for the tie. No. It goes begging, and the Tall Blacks are going to the semifinals. New Zealand will meet the Philippines for a chance at the gold medal game here in Singapore. So the boy band, they might be on to something. This was a hit win. So again, a 2-point win for the Tall Blacks. McCulloch, JB Smoove, and Kelman Poto, they feeling themselves. They are confident. As we get it over to Rachel Rominger, who's standing by with
How's my hair?
Zach Easthope. Your hair is good.
So a great game. What was the key to winning it?
Firstly, I'd just like to pay acknowledgement to our good friend Chris McIntosh. He lost his baby earlier this morning. We're feeling like his loss, and we just want to put out our prayers and blessings to his family. His wife Morgan, we're out here playing it for him.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about your play.
We knew it was going to be a physical game. This Japan team, they play on the World Tour. They have their XC League back home. We knew they were going to come out and be physical, and we just had to match their intensity with our own. And I feel like we've done a good job of that towards the end of the game, and we just took care of business at the end.
Anything you want to improve for going up into semifinals?
we just need to tidy up our misses in the paint and take care of business.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck for your friends.
All right, I'm back. I was having a conversation with the boy band. They were telling me what the next stop on their tour is going to be. Their next stop on their tour is the semifinals against the Philippines. That is going to be a game to watch. Trust me, there's going to be plenty of swag in that game. This game had everything that you want to. Another really, really competitive game. And New Zealand really trying to grow up here before our eyes. And they said they're not going to walk out of here without some new jewelry. They need some new jewelry to go with their new album cover. Is it going to be gold, bronze, or silver? We're going to find out if they can get to that gold medal game. What we do know is they're going to have 2 games to play for a medal. Once you get to the semifinals, you don't get eliminated. If you lose in the semis, you just go to the 3rd place game. You'll have a chance at a medal. So we will find out very soon what this Tall Blacks team is really, really made of. But here's a look at some of their body of work. Is Nick McCulloch. He's able to splash the mid-range J. JB Smooth was in his bag. JB Smooth with the step back splash. As he was cooking, no question about it. As they caught Japan off guard, Tomoyo Chai's 2-piece got him within 2, but that was as far as they would come. A big win for New Zealand, 16-14 as they advance. The Philippines beating Mongolia with an incredible shot from Alman Vosotros, as this day has been everything that we could ask for. The final day of play here at the Asia Cup in Singapore. We're down to 4 men's teams and 4 women's teams for a shot at the gold medal. Those are you saw the men's bracket, here the women's bracket. Australia will face off with Indonesia. We'll see if the Aussies can find an answer for Kimberly Pierre-Louis. And Japan and China renewing a rivalry. China looking strong. Japan looking good as well with their young team. They beat Sri Lanka 22-3. So some outstanding matchups in our semifinals. We are far from done. In fact, we're just getting going here. But we will take a break. Again, it is time for a session break. But we will be back at 5:25 with the semifinals. The women will get us started. But 5:25 is when we'll go again. So that's an hour from now. Get a rest. More action coming your way from Singapore at this 2022 Asia Cup.
Congratulations, Singapore. You have